Hello, how are we all? I hope that Puppa kept you in good company. How are we all? How's everyone's day going? Doing good, thanks. Yourself? I'm doing really good, thanks. It's my birthday's coming up soon, so I'm planning some birthday streams. So good news. I have a few ideas in mind. The first one being that I would just complete my favorite game from like every single iconic platformer. So for Sonic, it'd be Unleashed, for Mario, it'd be Galaxy, and for Crash Bandicoot, it'd be Twinsanity. I don't really know, to be honest. How old do you think I'm going to be? I'm actually kind of curious. I'm actually kind of curious, because I know some people at work just could not guess my age. We'll see if you guys can do any better. Fucking responses so far. Oh dear. You have to have a question. Go on. What the fuck? 22, 30, 35. Fuck off. 23, 28, 26, 30, 25, 27, 43, 30, 23, 100. 100. Fuck you. See you in your 30s. Sticking with 25. Do you like Galaxy more than Odyssey? I've not played Odyssey, to be honest. Or to be more specific, I've not beaten it. Like, I played it for like half an hour at a friend's house. But yeah, like, Galaxy is like one of the few Mario games that I actually, like, really fucking enjoy. Rift, you look old. Thanks. Well, I suppose looking older than you are is a good thing. I guess. I suppose that's yeah, most of you all I'll say is one of you guessed correctly. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, one of you guys guessed correctly. I'm not gonna say who was, but how old were you when the first Sonic game was released? I wasn't born when the first Sonic game released. Playing Twinsanity. It'll probably be PSX2, because I've tried it on the Steam Deck and it runs really well, so I'm assuming that it'll be the case for PC as well. So Sonic 3, Anti-Sonic. Yeah, with that being said, fasten your safety belts, let's get this show on the road. Let's get that sorted. Turn down the music, so it's still there in the background. But yeah, all I'll say is one of you guys guessed correctly. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you guys? You don't have to answer, but like I'm just like genuinely curious. Because like my analytics say that like most people who watch my videos are between like 18 and 20, 29, I think. I think the analytics said some shit like that. The mile that thumbnail. Impossible, you're 69, Rift. Fuck off. Oh shit, it's at the 22-second mark. Turning 25 tomorrow? Oh shit, happy birthday, dude.
There were a lot of different ways I considered approaching this video.
Morning,
At one
everyone.
point, I wanted to just make a script detailing all of my individual thoughts.
Wait, Sophie, you're 15 and you said the other day you have like a job. Honestly, fucking congrats to you.
At another
You have a question? Yeah, go for it.
I decided to take a bunch of notes so I'd be more organized. And at many points, I considered just not doing this video at all. Because I recognize that I have to be very, very, very careful with this discussion. *, 3 is a instant classic, as...
'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something shit like that. 'Cause, like, my analytics said something Oh my good god. Yeah, I forgot the like to dislike ratio on this. Let's have a cheeky little look at the comment section first of all. Not a job. Oh, okay. Gotta say, it seems pretty unrealistic to expect a movie to adapt everything about Adventure 2. It definitely wasn't anti-Sonic because of that. A true Sonic fan never talks positively about any Sonic media. True. I watched all your video and what I understood is you don't want a Sonic movie adaptation. I don't know. This man has the voice of what I imagine a Sonic fan would have. Lol. Rift, how do you see the dislikes? You just install like it's not a mod. You install like a thing to Google. Fuck, I can't speak. You install something on Google Chrome and it allows you to see it.
Describe it. I mean, it's made tons of money. Everyone loves it. Hardcore fans are pleased. General audiences are pleased. This is genuinely a very well-regarded and beloved film. So to suggest anything about its quality that's less than stellar could be considered...
Like, this is the voice... This is how I imagine... Like, you know in the Adventure 2 video, like, all of the fucking fanboys, like, that. This is how I imagine every single one of them sounding.
Blasphemy, and with how crazy this fandom is...
Oh, you hate the game,
in
it's just a
regards
skill
to
issue,
people
bro.
who share negative opinions and don't praise every single new piece of Sonic media. I understand that going against the grain can be very dangerous and result in a lot of just toxic comments and bad faith arguments. However,
Shut the fuck up and get to the point. Why is the introduction like 10 minutes long? What the fuck are you doing? Sonic or Shadow? I prefer Sonic. Like, I don't know. I like Sonic more.
I knew that if I didn't make this video, I would end up regretting it because there is just so much about this movie I want to say, and I decided that I'm just going to say it, and some people may agree, a lot of people may disagree, but at the end of the day, at least my opinion will just be out there so I can just stop thinking about this fucking movie. As you can tell from the title and thumbnail, my thoughts are very negative, to say the least. I did not enjoy Sonic Movie 3.
Say what you want about Matt Walsh, at the very least he got to the fucking point quicker.
In fact, I think I can say Do
you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of I Am Wildcat's nerd voice. Like when he did like trolling videos in Black Ops 2, and he did like the nerd voice, that's what he reminds me of.
He sounds like a Terrence Malick fanatic on Reddit.
Hey, Nathanbox, thank you for the donation. He sounds like a Terrence Malick fanatic on Reddit, lol. Chat, what do you guys rate the Sonic 3 movie, like, out of 10? I'd probably say it's like a 8 or a 9 out of 10. I like Sonic 3. It had moments that I didn't like, but for the most part, it was really good.
might have hated it, and you might be confused because if you hate something, there's no might to that. But you see, that's why I wanted to make this video, because there are so many levels to this movie that I find so fascinating. On one hand, you could look at it as a kid's film, just a fun...
The film is so fascinating that you spend 10 minutes building up to the film rather than just talking about it.
Fun video game movie, completely divorced from its source material, and when you look at it like that, this is a really fun time. You got a tight-knit plot with great action, great spectacle, tons of charming humor, and great performances with tons of A-listers involved in this project.
All of that, and yet the movie is still anti-Sonic and he still hates it. Okay.
And truth be told, that's how most people are going to end up looking at this coming out of the theaters, because while Sonic the Hedgehog is a household name and one many people are familiar with, the actual hardcore side of the community is very niche. When I say hardcore, I mean people who have played most of the games, consumed most of the media, and have some idea on these characters and thematic elements attached to them. But when you look at this as a Sonic film, that being a movie that is supposed to faithfully represent the source material from which it is based off of,
it's not supposed to do that. Like, adaptations aren't supposed to, like, one-to-one take from source material.
He's making the movie out to be the Antichrist.
Hey, Axiom, thank you for the donation. He's making the movie out to be the Antichrist. Yeah, literally. It's like I hate when people do this, because it's like like, what do you want an adaptation to be? Like, a good example is, like, the Insomniac Spider-Man games. It's like, there's a lot of differences to the comic books, like, from the 1960s, but it's like, I think some of the changes are legitimately good. It's like, I think his costume looks fucking awesome. Like, with the white spider and stuff. Like, it became iconic. Like, it's different, but what's wrong with different?
This is probably one of the most insulting works I've ever seen. And really, I share that general opinion on the entire trilogy as a whole. When you look at these films as just dumb kids movies with a quirky blue hedgehog as the star, they're fine. They're fun. I give them a good rating. But when you look at these as...
It's kind of crazy that this guy is the same actor who plays Cyclops in, like, the early X-Men movies. Like, that to me is insane. Like, I swear down, like, this guy just doesn't fucking age. Like, he's the same actor as, like, Cyclops from the, like, early 2000s, X-Men films. I think that's incredible.
Sonic the Hedgehog as the star, hence the title of these films, they quickly degrade for me. But you see, another interesting aspect of all of this is, with the first movie and the second movie, while yes, they're not my cup of tea, I kind of just have a whatever stance on them. They didn't really bother me. I recognize that they have really nothing at all to do
Paul Rudd
with
in
the
disguise.
games
I know,
that
right?
they're inspired by. But both of them...
Also, I didn't realize James Marsden was as old as he is. Like, apparently he's in his 50s. It's like, motherfucker just does not age.
especially the first movie, aren't really trying to be. They're really just doing their own thing. And while I do not prefer that from a big budget Hollywood adaptation of my most beloved video game series, I can at least understand what they were going for. But then you have movie 3, where the writers, producers, and director Jeff Fowler repeatedly assured fans that this was going to be our film, that after this whole trilogy, they were going to bend over backwards to deliver a narrative that will satisfy both fans new and old. And a highlight of that is...
Well, yeah, it's like, if they're satisfying fans, like, new and old, it's like, who gives a fuck if they don't respect the source material? Because, like, new fans won't be familiar with every single part of Sonic's lore. So it's like, to me at least, they succeeded at that. It's like, they created a new version of... They created, like, a modern version of Sonic Adventure 2's story, and in my opinion, they improved on certain things from Adventure 2.
The game from which this movie is based on Sonic...
James Marsden's... Yeah, like, James Marsden is, like, 51 or some shit. Like, he looks so damn young. But, yeah, he's, like, in his 50s, I think.
Adventure 2. Now, I could talk your ear off all day about how much I love SA2's narrative, how all of the characters naturally evolve from the previous game in a very satisfying and rewarding way, as well as the complex and nuanced themes of duality and purity versus...
Probably the most chemistry that those two have ever had in the franchise. Just bonding over Shadow's death. Like, I swear down, they don't have, like, a single line of dialogue with each other until Generations.
Officiality, there's so much to unpack with this story. Now, it's not Shakespeare. It's not something that should be studied in writing classes. There's still...
Sonic Adventure 2's story is not very good. Like, Adventure 2's story is, like, quite literally held together by tape. It's like, there's so many things that do not work in this story. And you have to just, like, accept that that's how it goes. It's like... I want to break down this game's story because, like, it's not like Forces where there's, like, a big bad thing over and over again. It's like every scene in Adventure 2 just has, like, one small thing that just doesn't make the story work. It doesn't make it flow very well.
A lot of convoluted aspects to the story. And
like, to give an example, it's like, how the fuck did Gun capture Sonic, even though Sonic literally broke free from Gun's capture earlier in the day? Like, to give an example, it's like Sonic literally just gave up for no reason.
It's clearly not taking itself seriously at times. But it still remains, without a doubt, the best Sonic story ever, with what it achieved and what it went for and how iconic it
What date's your birthday again? The 11th.
remains till this day. So as you can expect, I was shitting my pants when I realized that the movies were going to directly be adapting SA2, because I knew they would fail. In the same continuity where none of these characters act the way they should, and niche aspects of the mythology such as GUN and Chief Packagement are treated as jokes, I
A banana peel on the floor. I mean, true.
knew that this third movie could not handle a story as complex and tightly woven as Sonic Adventure 2, and I was correct. But one thing I just really want to just make sure I get into your head, one thing I want you to know above all else, just so there's no bad faith or disingenuous stuff in the comments, which I know there will be, but
Just so I know there's no bad faith. You mean like your review?
just to try to at least soften that. I want to be completely honest with you.
It's like, this is the thing. It's like, his, like, introduction is almost the same length as my entire Adventure 2 review. It's like, if you genuinely have good points, and if you back up your points with facts and stuff, you shouldn't have to worry about offending people. Because at the end of the day, it's like, the thing with my Adventure 2 video, it's like, as best as I could, every single criticism I had, I backed up with evidence within the games. But, he's spending such amount of time being like, oh, you guys are gonna hate me, but I'm gonna say right now, don't hate me, but you're gonna hate me anyway. It's like, get to the fucking point.
And let you know that I managed my expectations. No, I was not expecting a one-to-one adaptation of Sonic Adventure 2. I don't think anyone was expecting that, because of course that's crazy.
This guy must really hate Sonic X, because that also didn't do Sonic Adventure 2's story, justice.
Both of the previous two predecessors did not put in the work at all to set up this universe to handle that kind of story and that kind of scale. I went in knowing that my favorite story was going to be cheaply represented on the big screen. I went in knowing that none of these characters that I love and cherish are going
Did you do a review of Sonic 3? I don't actually think I did, no. But, we'll see.
to act like how they actually should. They're not going to be the real characters. They're going to be these very streamlined Hollywood portrayals of them. And yet, I did not care. All I wanted from this film was A, a good time, and B, at least a sliver of respect for what it's basing its story on. And truthfully, I got half of the former and none of the latter. Sonic Movie 3 is by far probably the most insulting piece of Sonic media I've ever witnessed.
Sonic Boom, question mark?
And that's what we're going to go ahead and be talking about. But before I get into this discussion, if you enjoy videos like this, Sonic discussions, Sonic live streams, just basically Sonic content about this blue rat that we all love to talk non-stop about.
I told you, I'm not a rat. I'm a hedgehog.
Be sure to subscribe for daily videos and live streams, and also turn on notifications so you don't miss when a new thing goes up. With that
You guys should do that to me and not to him.
said, we're barely...
That's not an actual issue. Most of Rift's point will... Let's like Axiom, can you give a valid reason as to how, Sonic casually escapes Gun for the entirety of the day and then just magically gets captured by them? To me at least, there's no defending that. That is a huge plot hole. It's like being held at gunpoint, I don't think is gonna do shit to Sonic. Especially since he broke free from Gun's capture whilst in handcuffs.
What, 6 minutes in or 5 minutes? I don't know.
And he continues to escape Gun's pursuit for the rest of the fucking game.
Already tell how unorganized and disjointed this video will be, and that's kind of intentional.
Oh, fuck this, we're just gonna skip to his actual points.
Now, Knuckles and Tails, despite being significant departures from their game counterparts, and in my opinion, to a detrimental extent, are reasonably fine in this story. They don't really do much.
Knuckles and Tails are reasonably fine. Meanwhile, they are cookie cutter Hollywood versions of themselves. But they're fine, apparently.
Or contribute much. But unlike everyone else here, they at least resemble.
Because he was focused on fighting the mech. He literally destroyed the mech, like, ages before they even showed up. Like, what? He destroyed the mech, had an interaction with Shadow, and then they showed up. Like, that's just not true.
Aspects of what I liked about their original personalities, so I will give the movie credit there. No, what I really want to talk about is Sonic himself, or rather, Tonic, as I'm going to call him. Because this guy is not Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't care how much these movies like to call him that. I don't care if people disagree with me or not. This is just not the character. And I know...
So Hey guys, don't hate me in the comment section. Oh, but this character that you like, fuck him.
Oh, this is the part where a lot of people start whining and being upset,
People are whining and being upset. Like, imagine like not wanting to be criticized and then acting like the most smug prick.
Oh, dude, what? Sonic is open for interpretation. You can interpret the character any way you like.
It's like in my Sonic Adventure 2 video, if I was like, oh, please don't hate me in the comment section, but you're all fucking idiots for supporting this game. It's like, no shit. It's like, dude, what were you expecting? Like, yeah, no shit, you'd get such a negative backlash.
This is just a new modernized version of the character where we can see more of his humanity and see him grow up. This phenomenon is really interesting to me because I've never seen this happen with any other character in fiction. Let me back up.
It literally happens to every single character in fiction. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Insomniac Spider-Man is a modern Spider-Man. Like, Robert Pattinson's Batman is a modern Batman. Like, Tyler Hoechlin's Superman is a modern Superman. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Robert Downey Jr. is a modern Iron Man. Like, are you serious? Has he been living under a fucking chili dog all these years? Like, how is this phenomenon just gone over your head? This happens, like, in, like, the new God of War games. It's like, 2018 and Ragnarok. It's like, that's a modern Kratos. Like, are you kidding me? How has he just not understood this concept?
For a second. So, who is Sonic the Hedgehog? Sonic the Hedgehog is best described as a folktale come to life. He is...
Oh, he's one of these guys. The whole idea that Sonic is a fucking fairy. Oh, God.
A mythical entity, so to speak, who really acts on his own self-interest, and those self-interests...
He's literally a blue guy that goes fast and chats shit. Like, don't overthink it.
Happen to be helping people whenever he sees someone in trouble, and genuinely improving their lives and making them better by just being him. Sonic isn't what you...
Oh, you mean like what Sonic does in literally all 3 movies?
Classify as a dynamic character. He is a static character, where the world doesn't...
He can be a static character, doesn't mean he has to be.
Doesn't change him, he changes the world in the people around him.
Oh, you mean like how he does in the 3 Sonic movies? In the first movie, he changes, fucking, what's his name? Completely forgot his name. Tom and Maddie. In the first movie, he changes their characters. In the second movie, he changes Tails and Knuckles. And in the third movie, he changes Shadow. Damn, crazy, dude.
He is the catalyst for the growth of all the other characters in the narrative. He's a force of nature. He is something that is not supposed to be recognizable or relatable. The only way you can possibly describe something like this...
Sonic is supposed to be a character who improves people around him. Oh, he's not supposed to be relatable then. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you don't relate to Sonic, a guy who changes people around him for the better, like, that sounds like you're just an asshole, dude.
Is by saying what he is. Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. And that never changed in his country of origin. But you see, over here in...
Irrelevant, because it's an American movie. Like, it's a Japanese character made with American movies. It's like, what the fuck's the point? It's like Godzilla, for example. It's like Godzilla is different in Japan than he is in America. And there are some versions of Godzilla where he's like a villain, and there's some times where he's a hero, and then there's times where he's like neutral. Like, this isn't an argument.
In the West, a lot of the localization...
And if you're judging like, this is the thing as well. It's like, if you're judging an American movie with the perspective of a Japanese audience, it's like, I think you're just a dick. Like, at that point, like, the joke's on you. It would be like if... It's like if someone criticized, like... It would be like if someone criticized a ship from 100 years ago and said, oh, that ship is dog shit because we can make better ships now. It's like, yeah, no shit. You're looking at something from the past with a present perspective. It's like, yeah, no shit. Like, what were you expecting? Like, looking at a piece of media... It's like... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like... I would say that Japan, for example, I think that eating raw fish probably isn't for me. But in Japan, eating raw fish is a delicacy, and it's something that they have in their culture. But it's like... You can't fucking hell. It's like, you can't criticize a different culture from the perspective of your own. And if you are willing to do that, at the very least, make it, like, subjective.
This depicted Sonic as a vastly different character. Everything that made him unique, everything that adhered to that original vision, was morphed and bastardized to make him more of a superhero-esque character and a lot more generic and streamlined. Now he was depicted as just any other character who just so happens to have superpowers, is really cocky and annoying, and makes constant jokes and quips.
Sonic wasn't captured easily. It took Gun the entire day to capture him and millions of dollars. I mean, yeah, but it's like, the way that it's portrayed in the game, it looks as though Sonic just gave up. It's like, Sonic could have easily outrun literally everyone there. Like, it was like 2 mechs, 2 choppers, and like a shit ton of guys with guns. Like, I'm fairly certain Sonic could outrun that.
Similar to another character that I can't help but draw comparisons to. Now, here's the thing.
Sonic is Spider-Man, quote-unquote? So you think that Spider-Man isn't supposed to be relatable? You think Spider-Man is a force of nature? You think that Spider-Man doesn't grow as a character? You think that Spider-Man's only purpose is to make the entire world better than him? How the fuck are Sonic and Spider-Man, like, remotely similar to each other? Like, if you were to compare, like, Sonic to Superman, you'd maybe have an argument. You'd still be wrong, but at the very least I'd understand the perspective of making everyone around you better. But it's like, you chose Spider-Man. Like, debatably, like, I think fucking Batman would have been a better idea than Spider-Man.
I want to highlight.
What a tub of Pringles.
Different interpretations of characters are completely valid.
Oh, different. Okay, so your entire point is irrelevant then. Adaptations are fine. Okay, so your entire argument holds about as much weight as sunlight.
There have been many different iterations and variations of iconic characters, like a bunch of superheroes you see, or even other entities and, you know, early mythology and stuff like that.
So, an accurate version of Thor to Norse mythology, and the MCU version of Thor, which was made for an American audience. That's okay. But a Japanese version of Sonic and an American version of Sonic? Nah, that's crossing the line.
However, what makes an interpretation
Name one thing Sonic and Spider-Man have in common. They're both blue, I guess. And even then, Spider-Man's red and black as well.
Is when the author understands the original vision and adheres to that.
He's saying the American version is similar to Spider-Man. It literally isn't, though. Like, they're 2 different characters. They have, like, very little in common.
But just does so in a different way. The best example of this is the Joker. In a lot of the Batman comics, Joker is...
The fuck are you comparing... You have lost the plot already. Like, you're comparing Sonic to the fucking Joker. I'm just gonna get my water. I'll be right back. And the funny thing about that is that it's not even true, because there are some comics that literally make the Joker, like, a complex character. Like The Killing Joke, for instance. Where it's like the Joker isn't just a psychopath, it's like, no, he actually has self-reflection, and he's like, no, it's too late for me. Like, I am who I am. I am all of me, I guess you could say. It's like, even the Joker, like... Oh boy.
As this nihilistic, evil, sadistic clown prince of crime.
Only sometimes.
Whose only objective in the world is to test Batman and try
That's not true.
to destroy his morals, his life philosophy. However, when you look at that very same character in The Dark Knight, he, on the surface level, he looks completely different. He has a vastly different design, he has vastly different mannerisms, and a notably different way of doing things. He is a lot more subtle in his approach to destabilize all of Gotham and prove his nihilistic.
So Dark Knight Joker, who is different to comic Joker in pretty much every way, he gets a pass, yet movie Sonic doesn't. Okay, sure.
Agenda to be correct and destroy everything Batman stands for. However, while the character is interpreted differently, the core essence of him remains intact. Everything the original version of that character stood for remains present in this modern interpretation. However,
I mean, tell that to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, where he literally doesn't interact with Batman at all in that film. So the idea that he is, like, his entire reasoning for existing is just to challenge Batman's no-kill rule. It's like, that version of the Joker hasn't even met Batman yet. It's like, Robert Pattinson's Joker, it's like, he defeated the Joker, like, off-screen, and Batman was still, like, vengeance at the time. So it's like, that version of the Joker hasn't challenged his no-kill rule.
Joker gets a pass. Because Oscar winners, mate.
Nattenbox64, thank you for the $2. Joker gets a pass because Oscar winners, mate. Yeah, it's like, I'm so confused by this. Like, Joker is different in the films, he gets a pass. Sonic is different in the films, yet fuck him. He's not Sonic. You guys think he's Sonic? You're wrong. He's anti-Sonic.
Heath Ledger's performance allows
I thought that anti-Sonic was Metal Sonic, personally, but you please yourself.
An insight into other aspects that doesn't really get brought up or highlighted in the comics. This is a more grounded, realistic approach to the Joker that works while still keeping the identity of...
It's like Archie Sonic, Game Sonic, Movie Sonic, Sonic Prime, and Sonic Boom. They have similarities, but they also have major differences.
Joker. Now that we've seen an example of a good interpretation, I can properly explain why the western side of Sonic is a bad interpretation. A lot of the surface level qualities are different, such as his design, his general attitude, stuff like that. However, the point of the original Sonic was that he was unrelatable. He was supposed to be mythical, almost godlike to a normal person. He is a static...
I mean, he still is, right? Like, barely anyone can stop him.
Character that does not grow or undergo any significant change, but instead changes others. Like I said,
everyone's saying author fallacy doesn't understand it's not an actual fallacy. I mean, it is, though. It's like death of the author fallacy. Rift, who do you see as Sonic's true rival? Shadow. Yeah, Shadow, to be fair.
4. A folktale come to life. The American Sonic is anything but a folktale come to life. He is just an average teen with a cocky attitude and super speed. Do you understand the issue now? It's
no.
One thing that he has a completely different personality. It's a whole nother when he doesn't even stand for what he originally stood for. The only thing that remains intact from his original vision is the design, and that's it. Oh, and I guess the power set. All of that was just a way of wrapping around to movie Sonic and why I despise this creature so much. This is
just referring to him as a creature, okay.
This is not Sonic the Hedgehog, and this is not a valid interpretation of Sonic the Hedgehog, because once again...
A fallacy is an error in reasoning. What is the error in reasoning when I appeal to an author statement? Because the author can be wrong, or the author can be contradicted. Like, the author's word can contradict what's in the source material. And at that point, it's a death of the author fallacy.
Like many other Western interpretations, it completely misses the point of Sonic the Hedgehog. A lot of people will...
But it's like, if I would argue that makes Sonic a better character. The idea that he's, like, relatable. It's like, I don't like characters where it's like, their entire gimmick is just being, like, this stoic fuck that has no personality at all. You're not supposed to relate to them, but they just exist to make everything better. It's like, I think that makes a character boring. Like, I think what makes a character interesting is their flaws. Is their likability. Like, why do you like a character at all? It's like, I don't really get that. I don't really get the argument of... Like, I just don't really get that argument. But anyways.
Defend this interpretation by saying we are witnessing this character grow into his game counterpart. And you see, it's that right there. Growing up and becoming more mature and confident is a human and relatable quality. Relatability is the antithesis of this character. Sonic
Why?
is never someone who grows up. In fact, if you ask Naoto Oshima, his co-creator, he doubts Sonic was even ever naturally born. Which may sound crazy to people who don't understand this character, but it's just a very natural explanation because this isn't someone...
Even Sonic Lost World shows Sonic flaws and that game wasn't the best. Yeah, it's like pretty much every single Sonic game like shows that Sonic isn't like this perfect guy. He has like his own like character issues. It's like there's times where he wants revenge, there's times where he's like angry. There's times where he's even like possibly afraid. It's like, or he has like insecurities about himself. It's like I feel like these things make a character better. I don't really know.
Who just gets conceived one day.
I don't think they need to be relatable, but they should have flaws. I don't relate to Spider-Man, but his flaws are still interesting. I think everyone relates to Spider-Man. Like, I think everyone relates to, like, family members dying, like, struggling for money, struggling to get the girl of your dreams, like, struggling to balance everything in your life. Like, I think pretty much everyone can relate to Spider-Man. And I think that's one of the reasons why he's, like, one of the, like, pretty much, like, one of the best fictional characters of all time. If anything, I couldn't agree with you less with that take. I think basically everyone relates to Spider-Man.
And grows up. Sonic Gaiden, his original origin story, heavily implies that he's more so a physical manifestation of goodness, a spiritual creature. And the fact that Western writers do not understand this is why this character gets grossly misinterpreted time and time and time and time and time again.
Yeah, and that's why Sonic has no... That's why no one in the Western audience likes Sonic. Oh wait, no, you're wrong.
And while I'm on the subject, I do want to bring up how this fandom has a real xenophobia problem. And people are going to say I'm jumping the shark, but...
No one can relate to Superman? Yeah, people can relate to Superman. He's an outsider. He's down to earth. Well, some interpretations of... Like, Superman's just a guy... Superman's just a really powerful guy who does, like, everyday things. It's like, I think people can relate to that. He has insecurities, he struggles to balance his life sometimes. He has glaring weaknesses that there's nothing he can do about. He struggles to get the girl. Yeah, Superman has issues.
Trust me, I've seen it happen so many times. People completely dismissing Japanese culture and their narrative sensibilities in favor of a westernized depiction of this character, even resulting to xenophobic slurs to get their point across. As a proud American myself, I can say that one of the everlasting qualities of this country is taking things that do not belong to us and making it a part of us. Cultural appropriation. This has happened to a lot of different series, and Sonic the Hedgehog is probably the biggest example of this. And now many people are going to clap back by saying, well, Sonic was made to appeal in the West, when a lot of statements from creators will directly contradict this, stating that he was made to appeal in both the West and in his home country of origin.
I mean, it's like, I don't really understand this argument where it's like, okay, he clearly does appeal to the Western audience. Because it's like, if he didn't appeal to the Western audience, then why the fuck would the Sonic movies be made to begin with? Because generally speaking, the films are made for a Western audience. Superman's almost indestructible. Not all the time. What about Kryptonite? He has moments of vulnerability. You know, he has moments like that. It's like pretty much every human is vulnerable in some form or another. I think every single character, to an extent, is relatable. Good characters, anyways. Like, to an extent. Obviously, you can't relate one-to-one with a character like Superman, but it's like, even then, you can relate to some of his, like, personal struggles.
Now, many people grew up with this...
It's like, part of Superman's, entire character arc is the fact that he lost his parents. Not his biological ones, obviously, but, like, well, no, he did lose his biological parents. It's like, Krypton got destroyed. He was basically a refugee on Earth. You know, he was brought up by Jonathan and Martha Kent, and then Jonathan Kent died. It's like, he lost basically everything, and then he experienced, like, a death in the family. It's like, I think people can relate to that.
Version of the character, and it is completely valid.
You can't relate to Superman, you can relate to Clark Kent. Yeah, exactly, and they're one and the same. It's like, it's the same guy, just different identities. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you can't relate to Spider-Man, but you can relate to Peter Parker. You can't relate to Batman, but you can relate to Bruce Wayne. Yeah, you literally hit the nail on the head right there.
Valid to like or even prefer this version of the character. I don't want to take that away from anyone. I'm not saying it's wrong to enjoy this or any of the projects that involve this depiction of Sonic the Hedgehog. However, it is important to understand that this is not what the character is supposed to be. But
it's like, I don't think people care that it's not what Sonic is quote-unquote supposed to be, because it's like, people like this version of Sonic anyways. It's like, who the fuck cares? Like, it would be like if you said, oh, Spider-Man's supposed to have 6 arms and he's supposed to be gay. It's like, you could be right, but it's like, people like who Spider-Man is anyways, so who the fuck cares?
But was he ever supposed to be? And
the whole culture blah blah thing is dumb because I could be like, how dare colored people use braids, that's a Viking thing, but that's dumb, I don't get it.
Hey, Pimp Demon, thank you for the $5, or the 50 NOK, whatever that is. I don't know what currency that is, I'm sorry. The whole culture blah 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 thing is dumb because I could be like, how dare colored people use braids, that's a Viking thing. Yeah, exactly, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I've made my point, like, pretty clear on where I stand with this. It's like, I feel like, people don't really give a fuck what Sonic is quote-unquote supposed to be like, because at the end of the day, they like how he is now.
And the last thing I will say about this topic that will anger many people, but I don't give a shit because it's so honest and just blatant.
Sorry, Malik. Okay, Spider-Man was a bad example, but my point about how a character is relatable can't always be relatable. I think understanding a character is better than to relate to him, like Omni-Man. But it's like, even then, you can relate to Omni-Man. Like, you can absolutely relate to Omni-Man. The idea of betrayal, the idea of betraying a cause, the idea of you, like... The idea of, your people betraying you, like, in your eyes. The idea of loving people. Like, the idea of being a father. It's like, you can absolutely relate to Omni-Man. It's like, even these characters, you can still find areas to relate to them.
Is that a lot of people will not want to admit it, but they do not like Sonic's character. I have seen many people say...
Ah yes, people don't like Sonic's character. But Sonic is still... Oh my fucking god. I don't even know what to say to that. It's like... People don't like Sonic's character. It's like, okay, like, what the fuck were the storybook games then? It's like, I feel like, generally speaking, most people didn't like Roger Craig Smith's version of Sonic. At the very least, up until Frontiers. I don't think many people liked him as much, and most people probably reviewed him as being a downgrade from Jason Griffith. But people still liked him. It's like, he's acting as if, like, oh, no one actually likes Sonic. Like, everyone actually hates this fucker. It's like, no, that's not the case.
Oh, well, a character that doesn't change or undergo any meaningful growth is so boring. Someone who is just completely OP and isn't relatable and has no real flaws is such a bad way to write a character. Well, I'm sorry.
But I mean, it literally is, though. It's like if you write a character who has no flaws, you're making like a Mary Sue or a Gary Sue or what have you. It's like, why the fuck do you think people have fallen out of love with the MCU? It's like, oh, because you have like a shit ton of these characters that aren't written to be relatable. It's like, and by coincidence, like most of them happen to be female. It's like you have like Captain Marvel. I could not tell you a single thing about Captain Marvel's character in the films. Same with She-Hulk, other than the fact that she's like completely bigoted. Same thing with like Captain Carter. Or like the alternate Captain Marvel, or like the new version of Black Panther. It's like, I could not tell you a fucking thing about these characters.
Sorry, I have news for you. You do not like Sonic as a character because no matter what your opinion is, no matter what you prefer, the original vision will never go away.
It's comments like this that make me take the piss out of console fanboys. It's like people saying like, oh, it doesn't matter what you like. It's like the original company's vision trumps what you think. It's like if that's the case, why the fuck do we have things like free will? It's like, people can make their decisions, and who the fuck are you to tell them that they're wrong? It would be like if, like, to use Kiwi as an example, it would be like if she said, oh, Rift, my favourite ice cream is strawberry, and I said, oh, I'm sure you think that way, you silly bitch, but your favourite flavour is actually vanilla. Why? Because it was said so by this random guy on the street waiting for a bus. It's like, yeah, it just makes me look like an asshole.
Naoto Oshima and Yuji Naka intended will never go away. And
it's like, who the fuck cares? Genuinely, who cares? Who fucking cares? Like, like this, like, the original creators said that they should be this way. Yeah, it's like, things can change, things can grow. And at the end of the day, what the fuck do you think an adaptation is? Like, they're not gonna be one-to-one with the source material.
That should be preserved and not disregarded or dismissed, especially when it comes to a giant Hollywood production where most of the general audience's perceptions of these characters will be drawn from. Also, even if you disregard his game roots, I just cannot stand Tonic in this film. He is just so unfunny here. He never really struck comedy gold in the previous two films, but in this one especially, he is just a constant drag in every scene. And there's one thing that
How is he a drag? Like, I get that comedy's subjective, but it's like, how does he drag in every scene? It's like, let me just test this theory. Alright. Bear with me.
Master Emerald.
Hey guys, Sonic drags in every single scene.
You are in no condition to make decisions right now.
I know you're upset about Tom. We all are.
Last chance. Where is it?
If the company opinion is the only thing that matters, then why is public domain even a thing?
Yeah. Well, we'll show you a couple more examples, because I don't think I've made my point clear yet. Hey guys, Sonic drags in every single scene.
Friends to pursue revenge, abandons his family.
Don't you dare talk about my family.
And here I thought you cared for them, especially the one, what's his name? Tom?
we'll do one more because I feel like I've made my point. But yeah, we'll show one more. Hold on. Oh, hold on. That doesn't show the thing.
I learned is that when you
Hey, Sonic
really
drags in
screw
every scene,
something up,
guys.
you can't fix it on your own.
Yeah, Sonic's just insufferable in every single scene he's in, guys.
Gotta go fast.
Don't tell me you've got a catchphrase.
That's right, new hedgehog, and everyone loves it.
I couldn't understand this point. Genuinely could not understand this point. Thank you for the donation, by the way, dude. If the company's opinion is the only thing that matters, why does public domain even a thing? Yeah, exactly. It's like people treat like the original creator's word as like fucking gospel. It's like, no, that's not even. Sonic's plot armor is insane. How does Sonic have plot armor in the films?
Really want to talk that pisses me off, and that is before the third act where Tom gets injured because he gets mistaken.
Oh, so Sonic was insufferable until the third act, apparently.
To be Commander Walters by Shadow, and his fate is left. And
yeah. Hey guys, hold on. Yeah, Sonic was insufferable until the third act.
What the what now?
I am also defeating you, Hedgehog!
Seriously? Alright, you know what? Time to light the afterburners. Look, it's a bird! It's a plane! It's Air Hedgehog!
He's just insufferable in every scene he's in, guys. It's 99 red balloons go by. Yeah, he's just insufferable in literally every scene he's in.
ambiguous, and Sonic, completely enraged at this point, goes against his friend's trust, is prepared to fight Knuckles should he get in his way, and uses the Master Emerald to turn Super to go and kill somebody. Keep in mind, by the way, that the
Technically, no. He uses the Master Emerald because there's two fucking Eggmen, and there's also Shadow, who has shown multiple times now that he's no match for. It's like, yeah, I'm fairly certain he needs the fucking Master Emerald. Also, Sonic can't fly, so he can't, like, reach them. It's like, Sonic is using the Master Emerald to gain the ability of flight so he can go into space and stop the bad guys. I mean, that makes sense to me, at least. Like, Sonic is capable of many things, but he can't just randomly fly.
The whole point of a super transformation in the games is supposed to be a physical manifestation of a character's completed arc. It's
Fuck Frontiers, I guess, where he just becomes Super Sonic like every 5 seconds.
supposed to be more than just a narrative device. It is also a thematic device that should directly
Again, fuck Frontiers, I guess, where he becomes Super Sonic like every 5 minutes.
correlate and reinforce the positive message that the story is going for. So let me recap here. A character
This guy just forgot Sonic Frontiers exists.
that is supposed to be incorruptible.
Also,
and
let's not talk about the fucking Genesis games where you can turn into Super Sonic as many times as you want, as long as you've got 50 rings. Let's not talk about Sonic 2, the game that literally introduced Super Sonic, where Super Sonic isn't a part of the story, like, at all. As far as I'm aware, at least.
and the person who inspires positive
Let's not talk about Sonic Unleashed, the game where he becomes Super Sonic before you even get to pick up the controller.
change in the people around him, goes against his two trusted allies,
Dattenbox, thank you for the $5. Do you know who's insufferable? The YouTuber who claims Sonic 3 is anti-Sonic? I know, right?
and turns Super not as a physical accumulation of everything he learned, but as in a way to extract vengeance on somebody. This is the most anti-Sonic thing I've ever seen, and it's crazy to me. Now,
Is it anti-Sonic? Like, God forbid a character uses their abilities for vengeance. Like, has Sonic ever used his abilities for vengeance? I swear down he has at least one time. Like Dark Sonic from Sonic X, like, he comes to mind. The idea that Sonic isn't this, like, perfect, flawless guy and he has, like, anger and rage. I'm trying to think of other examples. Lost World? Yeah, Lost World was an example. I guess the Sonic Riders series, where it's like Sonic is legitimately pissed off, and he like uses the extreme gear to catch up with Jet. I guess. Trying to think of other examples. It definitely doesn't happen often, but like he definitely has moments where he like shows anger or like things like that.
of course, the film doesn't glorify this. This is supposed to be the character making a wrong decision and grossly misusing the purity of the emeralds. I understand.
But it's like, I don't understand what's wrong with this, because he literally grows from it. It's like, he has Shadow by the balls and is about to kill him, and then he, like, grows from it. And he moves past the anger. He's like, this is not who I am. It's like, yeah, like, yes, the film writes, like, a version of Sonic with character flaws, and he grows past the character flaws. Like, I don't know what the issue is.
And that's the point the movie is trying to make. But A, Sonic is the last character you want to make this point with, and B, it completely goes against what a super transformation is supposed to symbolize.
This guy forgot that perfect chaos is a transformation out of vengeance. I mean, that's not really Sonic, though. But I know what you mean.
This was without a doubt my least favorite part of the whole thing, and I hate it. I genuinely hate it. Now, let's talk about Shadow.
But it's like, I don't really understand what's wrong with Sonic, though. It's like, he's insufferable in every scene. It's like, that's not true. He, like, uses the Master Emerald for vengeance. It's like, he grows from that. It's like, I don't get what the issue is. Like, yeah, God forbid we write, like, a more, like, relatable version of Sonic. It's like in Sonic 2, he uses the Master Emerald for, not really revenge, but it's like in Sonic 2, he uses the emeralds and is, like, shown to be very pissed off. The same thing can be said for, like, the end of Sonic 1, I guess. And also in, Sonic 2, when he fights Knuckles. It's like, yeah, this version of Sonic definitely has moments of anger, but it's like, I don't see what the issue is. It just makes him more relatable, which I think is a good thing. Or at the very least, I don't think making a character relatable makes them worse. Like, at best, it's like a neutral thing for me.
Because he feels anger, which is like a normal emotion.
Is THD right? Thank you for the £5. Is he saying that Sonic is out of character because he feels anger, which is like a normal emotion? I know, right?
Very interesting case.
It's like, let's not talk about Shadow, where his entire backstory was him feeling anger and rage, and he's like designed off of Sonic by Gerald Robotnik. Like, he's designed off of Super Sonic, I'm fairly certain, or something like that. I can't remember Shadow's backstory off the top of my head.
Because recently, the character has had a
same thing with Knuckles as well. Like, his backstory is based off anger and revenge.
Back in Prime, he was depicted.
Riff, do you like 06 Shadow? Yeah, I think 06 Shadow was like the best version of Shadow we've ever had in the games.
Very well. And Shadow Generations, Dark Beginnings, and the actual game, he is depicted insanely well, and in movie 3, his general personality is great. He's a dark character with a dark past who, deep down, is a good person. And a lot of forgotten aspects about the character, such as his general arrogance and playful taunts to his enemies, is brought back for this film. I was genuinely surprised by how well they nailed his personality. But with this being the Sonic movies, of course, nothing can just be all the way good. They had to take away something. They had to ruin something. And
Yeah, I've just realized something. Yeah, a good example of Sonic being angry is like Darkspine Sonic or the Werehog. It's like in the Werehog, he I mean, he's not necessarily angry, but he shows like more like he's definitely closer to being angry as the Werehog. Or he's more like vicious at least. And then you have things like Darkspine Sonic where he's like actually fucking pissed. Also, in Secret Rings, like, he literally dooms, the Eraser Jin to an eternity to, like, a life sentence, basically. It's like, and you could say that that was, like, out of revenge. Yeah, he was, like, aggressive, yeah.
that is just his entire origin. Where do I start? Okay.
Also, could we just talk about the fucking metal virus in the comics as well? Where the entire point of that is to corrupt the characters. And it does partially corrupt Sonic as well.
The games, Shadow was a artificial life form created by Gerald Robotnik as a way of finding the means to immortality. Gerald wasn't trying to find immortality out of self-gain, but for a very selfless and human reason, to cure his terminally ill granddaughter, who is on death's door. And on board the Space Colony Ark, a space station in which this child was stored completely away from her home planet, in order for the low gravity to decrease her deterioration, ends up befriending Shadow.
I'm just gonna come right out and say this, and this may be a hot take. I think that the Sonic 3 movie did Shadow's backstory, like, better than Sonic Adventure 2 did. Like, in pretty much every way. Like, 1 in the chat if you agree, 2 in the chat if you don't. I think that the Sonic 3 version of Shadow's backstory was better than Adventure 2's across the board. It wasn't perfect, there was a few things I would change, but for the most part, I very much prefer how it was handled in Sonic 3.
And these two grew insanely close, often wondering what Earth would be like should they ever visit it one day, and dreaming of a brighter future in which they can actually coexist on what looks to be a beautiful planet. Only for that future, that fairy tale, to be brutally destroyed when GUN raid the Space Colony Ark, deeming Shadow—
Yeah, if Sonic stops holding back at Eggman and his friends out there, yeah, Eggman's fucked.
To be too dangerous, killing every single researcher involved with the exception of Gerald, and shooting Maria dead after she sacrifices herself to ensure Shadow has a better future and gets to live the life that she was cursed to not live.
It's like, I just feel like I feel like the film made it more tragic, because it's like, in the games, she was like gonna die anyways. Like, she had like a terminal illness, and then she just gets gunned down by a fucking gun soldier. Meanwhile, in the films, it's like, it's never implied that she has an illness at all. Like, she's a perfectly healthy, child, and she gets killed by accident. It's like, I think that makes it more tragic. Like, for sure. Like, because it's like, even in the game, we don't know if she's gonna die. I mean, she has like a terminal illness, and it's like, she's clearly not at peak health. It's like, and I also think that not only does the film make it more tragic, but I also think that Shadow's motivation for revenge in the games was fucking stupid. It's like, his motivation for revenge was literally him misinterpreting, like, Maria's dying wish. Like, he thought that she wanted him to get revenge. What she actually wanted was for him to make, like, humanity better. It's like, in the films, it's like, he's literally, like, reliving that moment for 50 years, and she didn't promise him anything. Like, he's just, like, all he can think about is her death for like 50 years. So it's like, him becoming like evil in Sonic 3, I think worked better. It's like, he's tormented by her death, all he can think about is his only friend dying, and then Gerald manipulates him. Yeah, good point, Chaos. It's like, I think that literally everything surrounding this was handled better in Sonic 3. To be honest. Like, it just makes Shadow, like, a better character in Sonic 3. At the very least, when it comes to his backstory, because obviously Game Shadow, I think, is overall better. But it's like, I think that his origin was better in the films.
Genuinely tear-jerking and awful tragedy. You have Shadow, who was created for the one purpose of curing his closest friend, unable.
And I also think that it makes Shadow like better in general. Like the idea that he's, because it's like the idea that he was created to save Maria. I actually don't like that theory. It's like I prefer how it is in the game. Well, it's not really a theory, but it's like I don't really like that because I think in the films it just makes him a better character. The idea that he's an alien, but he's still found friendship. Like, he still found friendship with Maria. He found, like, a home. And that was all torn away from him in, like, an instant. It's like, I just feel like it's better in the films. And I'm very excited to see where they take his character.
To even do that. His future, everything he dreamed with her is just completely gone. And all he has left is vengeance and an undying hatred for the people that took her from him.
Can we talk about the Shadow anime real quick? If you want to. I don't think I've seen it, though.
That tragedy,
by all means, tell me about it.
Extends well beyond him and goes directly to Gerald as well. This very well-intentioned and well-meaning person who did very questionably immoral things for a very good, benevolent cause. Now, what if I were to tell you that the overwhelming majority of all of that is completely missing in this film? Shadow is not an artificial life form. He just crashed.
The one thing that I do think the games handled better, though, was Gerald. Like, I was kinda disappointed with Gerald in the films. Like, I was okay with everything surrounding Gerald until the final ending, if you like. Because it's like, the idea of him manipulating Ivo and Shadow, I thought was actually pretty cool. But the whole idea of him being like... What was it? I think his death was kind of stupid. Like, his death was... Like, they should have handled his death better. And they also make him to be way more evil than I feel like they were supposed to. I don't know what it is. And also, I fucking hate the fight between him and Ivo. Like, it was funny, but like, I was just expecting better. Like, all of a sudden, they just pull out, like, Green Lantern constructs and just hit each other with... Like, I think the fight between Gerald and Ivo was a little unnecessary. And a little anticlimactic as well.
Planet on Earth. Maria is not terminally ill.
Like, I think it would have been better if either Gerald, like, released the Bio Lizard or the Final Hazard, and we got, like, a better fight between Sonic, Shadow, and, like, a Bio Lizard. Or, it would have been cool if, like, Gerald himself had a machine, and he fought Sonic and Shadow. I think that would have been better. Like, one of, like, those two options. I think that would have been, like, better.
She is just a random girl who has always lived on Earth and just hangs with Shadow on occasion. Gerald is not desperately seeking what seems to be an impossible cure to save the life of his beloved granddaughter. He is just a random scientist who has an interest in this random alien life form and decides to study him.
But like, that's the one thing that I prefer about Gerald's character in the film. The idea that he's like almost like an average person until the tragedy, and then he kind of just goes downhill.
And Maria are just two friends who stumbled upon each other. One day she died and he got locked away. All of the complexity, all of the tragedy of that original story is completely gone.
That's literally not true. Like, Gerald, I think, was fucked, but I think that, if anything, Maria was more tragic in Sonic 3.
Only thing that is remained intact is the friendship and the...
What's your thoughts on Eggman? I'm assuming he has a segment on Eggman, so we'll wait until he mentions him.
The entire relationship of Shadow and Maria becomes nothing more than a narrative device, as opposed to how special it was originally.
I need to stop pressing
I do
that.
have to give props, however. The movie does do a good job of portraying how charming and lively these two's friendship and care for each other was.
I fucking loved that little that little montage. It was so precious. I really liked Maria in the films, to be honest. Like, I really liked her. like when she drew like a fucking face on Shadow with the marker pen. Like, it was just so precious. I feel like we probably didn't need much more of Maria, but it would have been cool if we had like a little bit more. Like, maybe if like when she passed away, like, she didn't immediately die. Like, I mean, it could have been a bit cheesy if they did that. I don't know. I feel like I don't really know how to explain it. I liked what they did with Maria, but it could have been handled better.
Bit more.
How though Maria was sick in the games, Gerald tries everything to save her. Well, yeah, but like that's the point. It's like she was already dying in the games, and it's like she was gunned down like deliberately. It's like, I think that makes it less tragic. It's like it's like if. It's like, what's more tragic? Like a 90-year-old dying from old age, or like a 20-year-old dying in like a snowboarding accident? It's like, obviously the second one, like, obviously whilst both deaths are terrible, make no mistake, it's like, I feel like the younger person dying is more tragic. Like, that's how I view it. So it's like, if a healthy girl dies by accident, I think that's more tragic than a dying girl getting shot. Like, obviously they're both tragic, make no mistake. And it's tragic that she had the illness in the games. But that's just how I view it.
When you do see Maria die. This is a character that rarely got any screen time in a lot of the earlier stories. She was mainly just a painful memory, not necessarily an actual fully fleshed out character. So seeing a different side of that and seeing it more fleshed out.
And I think as well, I also think what hurts his character in the games is the fact that, like, you know, at the start of Radical Highway when like he's remembering, and I think it's White Jungle as well, where it's like, I think like he doesn't hallucinate. He remembers the last time he sees Maria, yet for some reason he doesn't remember like what she said. Like, in the game, he remembers that scene twice and yet still doesn't remember what she says, and it's only in a conversation with fucking Amy of all people that he actually remembers like the entirety of that scene. I don't think that, like, at the very least in the film, he completely forgets it until like Sonic reminds him of it. Like, and he has like a moment of self-reflection where he's like, the light shines even though the star's gone. Like, I think that works better. If you seriously saying that Gunn intentionally shooting Maria is worse than Maria accidentally getting shot. I'm saying that it's less tragic. Because it's like a dying person, like, getting shot versus a healthy person who dies by accident. It's like, yeah, the second one is obviously more tragic. Because it's like, if the accident didn't happen, Maria, like, wouldn't have died. But it's like, even if Gunn didn't shoot Maria, she was gonna die if Gerald didn't find a cure for her. Like, to me, that makes sense. Again, we don't know if Maria was gonna die. That's completely irrelevant. We know for a fact, like, a sick person dying is obviously gonna be less tragic than a healthy person dying. Especially if, because that's the whole point of Gerald's backstory. It's like, we know for a fact that she was going to die, because it's like, why the fuck would he be frantically trying to find a cure for her if there was no risk of her dying?
Out was cool and was unique. But that...
Yeah, it's like, if she wasn't in any danger of dying or having, like, serious risks for her health, it's like, why the fuck would they be literally moving her onto a fucking space station to slow down the rate of her disease, and then using, like, experimental science that is probably unethical to find a cure for her? Like, to me at least, it makes sense.
Is unfortunately all the praise I can deliver, because there's just really not a lot of substance here. And what's crazy to me is that they just cut it all out.
They literally made it better in the film.
It's situations like these where I like to look back.
I think somewhere they said Gerald distorted Shadow's memory so he doesn't remember it. Are you talking about game Shadow or movie Shadow? Because it's like, even if his memories were distorted, it's like, I still think the way he remembers it in the films is better.
On the director, saying how...
Which makes the revenge motive for Gerald better. I'm not talking about Gerald, I'm talking about Shadow. Like, I think Shadow's motivation is... I'm talking about Shadow. Like, I think his motivation is better.
much he did his research and how excited
Like,
he
I
was.
literally said earlier, yeah, Gerald was worse in the films, but that's not my point. I'm talking about Shadow's motivation for revenge.
To tell a story that paid tribute to SA2, and I just think about shit like this, where they, where they just completely alter.
It also makes the revenge motive for Shadow better. No, it doesn't. It makes it worse. I think it makes it worse, personally. Especially since his reason for getting revenge is fucking stupid. I remember a friend complained that in Sonic 3 we shouldn't care about Maria and Shadow's friendship because we only got 10 minutes of it. I mean, yeah, that's usually what happens in backstories.
To this character's tragic backstory for no reason. They just make it significantly less impactful and less interesting.
They make it less impactful. It impacts it impacts Shadow's character for like the rest of the film, and also draws comparisons between Shadow and Sonic. And it's the thing that they bond over in order to stop Gerald in the final battle. It's less impactful though.
And I cannot for the life of me understand why. Like, I just, all of the ingredients are there and they just don't use them.
I mean, they do. It's like, yeah, not all of it was better, but it's like, I think some of it was definitely better. For real. Like, Maria, I still remember what I promised you, revenge. But it's like, that's not what he promised Maria. Like, Maria didn't want that. Like, he just misinterprets that, he misremembers that scene. And the only time he remembers it is in a scene with, what's his face? With Amy. Also, I think what's stupid as well is that, do you remember at the start of White Jungle? It's like, Rouge is gonna die, and Shadow, like, basically doesn't give a fuck. And the only reason he goes to save Rouge is because he gets a flashback of Maria. It's like, even then, like, the good side was, like, kinda shining through. It's like, I feel like if he was hell-bent on revenge, he probably would have just let Rouge die. Like, to be completely honest. But it's like, he remembers Maria and goes to save someone. Meanwhile, he remembers Maria and still wants revenge on everyone.
Of course, Shadow is the last character that this negatively impacts. Easily the most insulting thing about this entire disaster of an adaptation is Gerald Robotnik. Yeah,
that's fair. I think Gerald was probably the weakest character in the game. If you're literally complaining about good storytelling, because it makes no sense for Shadow's character. It's not good storytelling because it contradicts Shadow's thing. So it's like okay, so at the start of like Radical Highway, and keep in mind these stages they're like a day apart from each other, like in the game. So Shadow remembers Maria's like dying wish, and he's like hell-bent on getting revenge and like tearing apart the gun mechs and shit. And then like the very next day he remembers the very same memory, and he's like, oh no, I need to go save Rouge. Even though I could very well die because the fucking island is rigged to blow. It's like, okay, so the same memory, like, hours ago, like, oh, I'm gonna use that memory to get revenge, but now I'm gonna use that memory to, like, risk my own life to save someone that I don't even give a fuck about. Like, to me, it's very contradictory. I didn't mean to press that.
What in the fuck did they do to him? You see, Gerald is...
He's dealing with contradictory memories. It's literally the same fucking memory. Like, how can the same he's remembering the same thing about the same memory. Like, I don't know how you can get a contradictory thing. Especially since at this point in the story, there's nothing to change Shadow's character. Like, Shadow's character doesn't change until, like, the interaction with Amy. And that's during the last story. It's like, no, like, Shadow literally... Like, Shadow was like, grr, revenge, revenge, revenge. I'm gonna like risk my own life to save someone I don't care about, and then I'm just gonna go straight back to revenge, revenge, revenge. It's like, I don't think that's good storytelling. I think that's just contradictory for his character.
Perfect. I'm so glad he exists. I'm so glad this is a character, because I have a perfect reference that completely and without fail represents everything I hate about these movies. They took a character, Gerald Robotnik, one of the most fascinating and nuanced and morally gray characters in the series. Like I mentioned earlier, a very human and understanding and sympathetic character who completely declined insanity the more he tried to save his granddaughter's life, and completely went off the edge once she was taken from him, to the point of exacting vengeance on the entirety of humanity, a completely unforgivable and evil act committed
it's like,
by
I don't
someone
really understand how you can like have the same cutscene and like misinterpret it, especially since there was nothing for Shadow's character to incentivize him to misinterpret it. Like, it's not like the film where, like, the Eclipse Cannon goes into space and Shadow's like, is this really the right thing to do? Like, it wasn't like that. Like, Shadow didn't have a moment of, self-reflection, or, like, self-awareness in the games. Like, that didn't happen. It's like, in the games, he's like, okay, fuck humanity, oh, I'm gonna go save Rouge real quick, even though I could very well die in the blast. That happens, and then, oh, I'm just gonna go back to fucking humanity.
had the best and most selfless intentions at the start of his journey. They took that character, and I kid you not, without any exaggeration, just made him Eggman 2. Scratch that movie Eggman 2, because to call this character anything like how Eggman's supposed to be, I'll get to that later. This is not a morally nuanced individual. Gerald Robotnik in this film is a complete jackass. He is cartoonishly evil, and it's never made a point that after the death of Maria, it spiraled him into madness. No, that aspect of him is never elaborated on. In fact, the film implies
it's almost like people don't always act consistently with their beliefs or motives, that's all it is. But it's like, there's no reason for Shadow to not act consistent. Like, there's nothing that's happened in the story to, like, influence or challenge his beliefs. Like, there's nothing. It's like Shadow literally just acted out of character in the games. It's like, the idea of, oh, characters don't, like, always act consistently with their beliefs or motives. It's like, you'd have a point if there was something that happened that challenged their beliefs. But that didn't happen in the game. And as a result, like, Shadow blatantly acted out of character. It's like, it's not like Sonic 3, where, like, oh, Tom, like, gets fatally wounded, and Sonic's like, alright, fuck this, I'm just gonna kill Shadow. Like, that wasn't the thing in the game. The real memory of Maria is shining through. Well, if anything, that just makes his character worse. So, he goes from revenge, 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 the memory shines through, he saves Rouge, and then the memory just goes and disappears like my fucking bank account, and he goes back to angry. Like, his character arc is a series of fucking waves.
Multiple times that he's always acted like this, completely taking away all sympathy and all complexity from this character. He is a misogynist. He compliments his grandson when he nearly gets him killed because of how ruthless and evil and unempathetic he is. And he shares the exact same mannerisms and the exact same man-childness.
I feel like the biggest issue with Gerald in this film... I feel like the biggest issue with Gerald in this film was the fact that he was, like, more of a, like, cold-blooded killer, in a sense. Where it's like, he basically doesn't give a shit about anyone around him. He just, like, manipulates Shadow and Ivo to get revenge. I think that's the biggest issue with his character. Like, he seems very, like, one note as far as villains go.
As his grandson. Even down to the design of their suits, this is by all means supposed to be just but old. And you see, you may wonder why they did this, and the common person will tell you, well, they just wanted a new interpretation of the character. And then I'll ask you, well, why did they want a
Jesus Christ, how many
the
dash
original
pads were there?
one worked so well and was so much, so why would they dumb him down and make a second Eggman? And you may struggle to find an answer there, and the only answer you can really fall back on is, well, they just want to do something new. And you see, I will tell you why they want to do something new. They want to do something new because Jim Carrey is a big powerhouse and a big attractor to these movies, and they saw the opportunity to have Jim Carrey playing two comedic roles, and they took Gerald and just used it as a vessel to have Jim Carrey double feature as himself.
I know, and we got the dancing scene. Like, it's literally peak cinema. We got two Jim Carreys dancing in a room full of killer lasers. It's literally peak cinema.
There was no thought given to the actual character. There was no attempt to preserve what made him so interesting. They just saw it as a means to give Jim
If anything, I think that this dance was actually kind of cool. It's like, if you look at, not this bit, hold on. It's like, you know how, like, a constant gimmick with Eggman in the films is he does, like, the zzz, zzz, zzz. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. Like, I think that this dance scene does a really good job of showing, like, similarities between Eggman and Gerald. It's like, they've literally not seen each other for, like, Eggman's not met Gerald in, like, at all. But it's like, it shows that they are family. Because it's like, they have, like, they've never met each other in their life. And then but the dance scene shows that they have, like, similarities in common. It's like, oh, why the fuck do you think Eggman's been doing the zzz, zzz throughout the first two films? It's like, oh, it's because Gerald did it. Like, it's actually pretty cool.
Attempt to preserve what made him so interesting. They just saw it as a means to give Jim Carrey a chance to play two Eggman in his last outing. And it's
like saying Vegeta saved Trunks in the Cell Saga and then going back to being an asshole. It's foreshadowing for the Amy moment. But it's like, that would be fine if the Amy moment was good, but it wasn't. Like Amy literally says something to him, and then magically he remembers, like, the entirety of the scene that he's replaying in his head. Like, I think that it's so fucking convenient that he remembers, like, everything about the scene, except for the part where Maria is like, yeah, don't be an asshole to those humans, Shadow. Like, I think it's so convenient that he remembers literally everything other than the thing that would change his character. Like, at that point, I think it's lazy. Like, it would be like if you remembered, like, 95% of a book, but you forgot the last page. Like, and you said that the book was crap because it had no ending. It's like, I think that that's lazy, to be honest.
Cool bullshit Hollywood stuff like this that makes me so
And that's kind of what I
disgusted.
said earlier with Adventure 2's story. It's like, Adventure 2's story is literally held together by tape. It's like, you have to, like, suspend your sense of disbelief in order to make the story make sense. It's like, oh, like, Shadow remembers, like, every single thing about this one scene, except for the bit that would change his character arc. I just think that's lazy, to be honest.
By these films, because this is how the general audience are going to see Gerald going forward. And I fucking...
And to give a good example of, like, and to give a good example of what I'm saying, it's like, I think a good example is, Sonic Adventure 1 with, like, the flashbacks, where it's like, every single character gets, like, a little piece of information of what happened with Chaos and the Knuckles tribe, but it's not until the final story where we get, like, the full picture. I think that's a good example of, like, doing a backstory properly. Where it's like, you get pieces of information, and then it all comes together for the finale. Like, I think that's a good example of doing it. But with Sonic Adventure 2, it's like, oh, Shadow just remembers, like, this entire fucking cutscene. And he doesn't just remember that either. Like, he remembers other memories of Maria on the Ark as well. Yet he just magically forgets the part that would change his character and make him a good guy. Like, I think that's lazy.
Hate it. Not only that, but they kill him off as a joke. So, can it possibly get any worse? Well, no, not really. Because next we have Eggman to talk about. Now,
Bruh, Eggman was literally peak in Sonic 3. I don't even know what to say about this.
Before I say what I want to say, I want to clarify. I think movie Eggman does his game counterpart an immense injustice. You see, I find movie Eggman...
So movie Eggman does the game counterpart justice, meanwhile he's the worst part of the film. My god.
so fascinating to me, because in the first film, he looked nothing like him in terms of both physique and design, yet he did a good job of capturing the essence of that character. Yeah, he was a man-child, yes, he had the ego of Mount Everest, but at the same time, he carried a level of intimidation and sophistication to back up his power. However, the more he looked like Eggman on the surface level, the less he acted like Eggman and just more like Jim Carrey. And we see the full accumulation of that in this film, where Eggman just barely resembles his game counterpart at all. Instead of being this
What would be the 10 aliens you would have in your Omnitrix? Oh Jesus, that's a tough one. I'd have to think about that.
devilish, super highly intellectual villain.
I think 10 aliens I would have in the Omnitrix. Swampfire, he's just a good all-rounder. Swampfire, Diamond Head. I mean, realistically, the only alien you need is Accelerate. Let's be honest. You don't really need the others. I feel like Accelerate would just be goated for a real-world alien.
In the background, constantly making these intricate master plans to foil our heroes. He is just a screaming,
Forearms, I
wobbling,
guess.
dancing joke. With that said though, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, Eggman was both the best and worst part
Yeah, take care, Capo.
about this film. You see, he was the worst part because of all the aforementions and the fact that the movie will constantly take its attention away from pivotal important scenes to focus on more Jim Carrey hijinks. However, Eggman's journey in this movie was easily the most endearing part about the entire script. One thing Jim Carrey embodied in the previous two was how completely unempathetic and detached this person was from normal society. How the lack of a proper family and a proper childhood facilitated a very toxic and dangerous personality, creating a deranged sociopath. But you see, because Gerald is alive in this continuity, we see a change in Eggman, where for the first time in his entire life,
Yeah, Sonic
he
fan. Good
actually
W.
has, well, family. That support system that he's been missing his entire life is right here in front of him, and all of his dreams come true. He is on the verge of global conquest. He believes his arch nemesis to be dead.
Yeah, that's an issue that I had with Sonic 3. I feel like Shadow became a good guy like way too suddenly. I feel like they should have built that up a little bit more. Like, I understand, like, I know that he had like moments of self-reflection. I still think that I wish he had like a little bit, like maybe one extra scene going over, like, I don't know. I feel like one conversation with Sonic probably wouldn't be enough to, like, instantly turn him into a good guy. I mean, I know that he is a good guy, but, you know. I just feel like it was a little rushed, but anyways.
And he has fatherly approval. Only for every single evil act, every single bit of negligence and maliciousness he's directed at others, to come back at him full circle when his grandfather is revealed to be nothing more than a complete sadist who wants to destroy everybody because of Maria's death, including his own grandson, who he sees as nothing special, just a tool to get what he wants. And that realization, that
Rift, is that not the same issue you have with the Amy scene in Adventure 2? Yeah, like, it's a similar issue that I have in, with Adventure 2. Like, I feel like Shadow becomes good, like, way too suddenly. It's like, the reason why I'm willing to give a slight pass to the movie version is because at the very least he has, like, moments of, like, self-reflection in the story. But, like, Gerald is still manipulating him. It's like, that's why I feel like the movie is, like, slightly better than the game in that regard. It's like they both have the same issue, but I just don't think it's as bad in the film.
Epiphany not only makes him see the value in Ancient Stone, the one person who's ever appreciated him in his entire life, but drives him to kind of, in a sense, atone for his life of misdeeds by sacrificing himself to save the Earth, a planet full of people
If you should make a video on the Shadow anime, maybe.
He previously despised and spent his entire life stepping down on. He gives up everything to save. It's so crazy because while you have Super Shadow, who is supposed to be undergoing this journey, the main focus is on Eggman because Eggman is somehow the most endearing and emotionally...
I mean, God forbid 2 characters in the same film, like, have redemption arcs. Like, how the hell does this take away from Shadow's character? Like, I just don't understand this. Like, you can have 2 characters like, in the same piece of media that have reflection and, like, can be redeemed. Like, I don't know, especially since he literally praised it. He's like, oh, Eggman's cool because he had, like, you know, he went against his grandfather because his grandfather was a piece of shit to him in the film. It's like, now he's spinning that around and he's like, oh, Shadow was the one who was supposed to be reflected. It's like, yeah, you can have, like, 2 different characters, like, grow from stuff. I think there's foreshadowing for the turn in Adventure 2, which, while not reflection, is still similar to what happened in the movie. I don't think it's similar at all. I think it's literally just a case of I think it's literally a case of the game needed a reason for Rouge to not die. And they were just like, okay, we'll just make Shadow good for like 30 seconds and then make him go back to being an asshole. Like, that's genuinely what I think. I feel like the writers just wrote themselves in a hole. They were like, oh shit, Rouge is gonna die, how can we make her not die? Oh, we'll make it so that Shadow just magically saves her and then it just goes back to being an asshole. Like, I genuinely think that's what happened, like, when they were writing for the game.
Investing character in this entire thing, and that's a problem. You see, Eggman isn't really supposed to...
Riff, which games does Sonic, Shadow, and Eggman have the best character growth from? Eggman, I'd probably say either Adventure 2 or Frontiers. Because obviously Adventure 2, like, he has, like, a bit of self-reflection at the end of the story. And then obviously Frontiers gives him a lot of development. Shadow, best character growth... maybe Shadow Generations? I don't know. It's like Adventure 2 and Shadow 05. Yeah, I guess I would say Shadow Generations, maybe. And then character growth for Sonic. Motherfucker doesn't really grow much. He does have moments. It's like in Unleashed he has a couple of moments. Lost World, he has a couple of reflection. He has like a few moments of reflection, but it's like, it's not really character growth for Sonic. I genuinely don't know for Sonic. What do you guys think for Sonic? Black Knight, maybe? Or like Secret Rings? I don't know.
Have much of an empathetic side. Eggman isn't supposed to be someone you ever root for or feel a lot of sympathy for.
Again, Frontiers. Like, motherfucker literally loses his daughter figure.
You best believe that he would cackle at the mere suggestion that he would give his life to save somebody else's.
I mean, he's literally worked with Sonic and the characters, like, many times in the games to save the world. Like, Eggman is, like, almost as much of a hero as a reluctant hero. But, like, he's almost as much of a hero as he is a villain in the games. It's like Adventure 2, heroes. Shadow 05, I'm pretty sure. 06. What else? It's like, these games have Eggman, like... he does help out, you know? It's like he's framing Eggman as if he's, like, this unlikable fuck who would, like, he's not Doctor Doom. Like, he wouldn't just say, alright, I'd rather let the universe die than help Sonic. Like, no. Like, when push comes to the shove, Eggman does have goodness in him. And we see that that's the case in Frontiers. It's like in Frontiers, he literally compliments Sonic. Like, Sage is like, I have good news, Sonic escaped cyberspace, and he's like, oh, through raw power and sheer, like, fuck was his quote? He was like, oh, through, raw talent and tenacity, or something like that. And Sage is confused, she's like, you hate him, but you respect him. He's like, yeah, I don't have to like him to acknowledge that he's cool. And then obviously you have Eggman basically sacrifice his daughter in the final battle. And the same thing with Final Horizons. Eggman sacrificed himself in Lost World. That wasn't really a sacrifice though, like that was more of a, like, that was part of his evil plan. So I don't really count that, but I mean, you're not wrong. It's like, Sonic thought that Eggman sacrificed himself, so it is what it is.
Recognize that this is far from what the actual character is supposed to be. But for what it is, it was actually the best executed part of the entire narrative. So that's just the characters, man. I mean, what do I...
Yeah, it's like, what about Sonic Heroes, where he literally spells it out to the heroes, like, how to stop Metal Sonic? He's like, oh, Metal Sonic, like, has, Metal Sonic has this, and this. If only we had the Chaos Emeralds. Oh, we have the Chaos Emeralds? Oh, guys, it's still gonna be a really hard fight. Like, he's literally working with the heroes as much as possible. I don't really know what to say. I'm gonna go... Tell you what, I'm just gonna go for a piss real quick. I'll be right back. I'm also gonna get a drink, because it is, like, fucking warm. So I guess we'll have, like, a brief intermission. So, go get a drink if you haven't already, and I will be right back. Also, if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. I'll read them when I get back. Hello, I'm back. Adventure 2 is good, you just have a skill issue. Oh, you're one of those people. Oh, you're one of these people. Adventure 2's dog shit, and I'll debate anyone with that topic.
Didn't really say, like, just... I guess the next part is just to talk about the theme of this film, which on paper is a great theme that correlates with Shadow's feature film debut. A message about how...
Lamau, he does not know. Oh, okay, so you don't have a valid argument against my points. Okay.
People aren't evil by nature, but rather by nurture, by their environment, by the tragedy that can occur in their lives, and how it's important to not let that tragedy define who you are. How you can rise above your forsaken past and strive towards a brighter future and fight to be a better person.
So far, is it as bad as Matt Walsh? I think this video is worse than Matt Walsh's. Like, at the very least, Matt Walsh was basically just a moron, and he just didn't even try to, like, understand the story. But it's like, this person basically spent the first 10 minutes of the video, like, saying absolutely nothing.
Message, good theme. It's a shame that it is horrifically executed. Actually, horrifically executed is rather harsh, but what I mean by just a faulty execution is the fact that these characters...
If we're successfully trolled, not really, question mark?
I'm talking about Tom, Son...
Here's a fact, no one dislikes Adventure 2 because of skill. Personally, people disagree with it. People dislike it because of an overall downgrade from Adventure 1. Yeah, I can understand that.
And especially Shadow, how these three characters will practically stop what they're doing, turn to the audience.
He still does not know. The fuck you guys... Like, I hope you guys are aware, I can't scroll up in the chat, right? So it's like if you two had like a dick measuring contest and you were like, oh, we're just gonna troll him. We're gonna say like a load of random shit in the chat to try provoke a reaction. Like, I can't see that. Like, there's like 50 people in here.
And exposit.
Biff, do you know some of Sonic 06's glitches? Yeah, of course I do.
Every single aspect about the theme and how it is unfolding at this very moment. How you have Super Sonic and Super Shadow fighting each other, and you have Shadow talking about, you see, you've let anger drive you away from your friends. You've let revengeance misguide you into becoming something you're not. Like me. Like, it's just...
Well, again, it's like that's part of the theme of the film. It's like, why? Like, what's the issue with it? I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, what's the problem?
This film thinks its audience is just fucking stupid and will come...
I mean, how? Why does the film fake... Like, literally how? I'm so confused by this. Why does the film think that the audience is stupid just because they're telling a different story?
Constantly stop what it's doing to spell out in clear words everything that it's trying to achieve narratively. And when Supersonic...
I mean, again, what's the issue with that? I mean, they don't even say that, though. Like, that's the thing. It's like... I don't even know what to say. It's like... Because you've got to keep in mind as well, like, this is a fucking film. It's like, they've got to explain the plot somehow. It's not like a video game where you can find like collectibles that like develop the story. It's like, no, you have to do that in a film. It's like, do you think it's bad when like Thanos like spells out his motivation to like Doctor Strange or something? Like, do you think it's bad when like most villains in fiction do that? Like, they basically monologue about their evil plans? I just, like... It's not like a book. You can't just go into someone's head and know what they're thinking and feeling. And it's not like a video game where you can, like, find a collectible that gives you context as to a character's backstory.
But Super Shadow, you just have them both talking about, you know, Vengeance is a very bad thing. It's a good thing that, you know, we can be better than that.
Who's the cutest Sonic character in your opinion? I don't really find any of them cute, really. I don't really know.
And rise above that, and it's just like, I understand this is a kids movie, but
I feel like the most precious character is probably Cream, because she's like very young and like really fucking young. Like she's like 8 years old or even younger, but it's like she tries to do the right thing anyways. Like I think that's very respectable.
you see, contrary to what Hollywood believes, kids aren't stupid. You can have subtext and things intended for kids. How do I know?
I mean, it's not explaining the plot, it's more so related to the themes. Yeah, I know, it's like, regardless, it's like, it's like, with it being a film, it's like, you can't just go into a character's head. Like, obviously, like, they have to tell you, they have to, like, basically spell out the plot for you here and there, at least.
that? Man, it's almost like the games these films are inspired by are some of the most narratively rich pieces of media that I've ever invested my time in.
I mean, like, you say that, but in Sonic Forces, they're literally like, oh, we need to fix the real world that we all live in. It's like, how on the nose can you get? It's like in Black Knight, it's like Sonic literally basically spells it out to you. It's like, oh, that's why we gotta live life to the best we can. At least that's what I figure.
Almost like there's enough.
Like at the end of the day, like these games are for kids. It's like they're gonna have to spell shit out for kids at some point because kids these days are morons. Especially kids that grew up with like fucking Fortnite and GTA 5. It's like, yeah, people are gonna need to spell shit out for those kids because they're morons.
Surface level for kids to enjoy, and enough left for interpretation and subtext for adults to enjoy. It's almost like you don't have to treat your audience like they're fucking idiots when you're trying to have a basic—
I mean, they don't. Like, that's the thing. It's like they spell stuff out for the kids and they have a crap ton of references for the adults. It's like, I think that's fair.
message about revenge in your 1 million budget Hollywood film. But now that we've talked about the characters, now that we've talked about the message, I want to talk about something that I really want to dive into. And you see, this is going to be the hardest part of this video to discuss because I have to say what's on my mind without coming off as condescending. Because like I discussed, or at least like I hope I've conveyed, it's completely okay to enjoy this movie and films like it. I understand the charm, I understand the appeal. But I am just— I find it so insane with how much key jangling is in this movie and how much it gets away with it.
What do you mean by key? Oh, fucking hell.
Like I've already expressed, I think this
I'm starting to regret recommending you this video. It's so bad. I mean, my camera's gonna out of focus. I mean, at the end of the day, that's why you look on these. That's why people watch these streams, to watch me lose my mind at crappy videos.
is such a poor adaptation of SA2 by every metric.
Yeah, it's not like they're... Yeah, Burnt Mango raises a good point. It's not like they're literally telling you everything to the audience. Like, there's still like a degree of stuff that you have to pay attention to.
Gerald Robotnik is completely bastardized. The entire tragedy of Shadow and Maria is completely bastardized. There's no bio-lizard to have a narrative contrast between what Shadow could have been and what he is now. His entire—
It's like, I feel like having a bio-lizard just wouldn't really work in this context. Because it's like, if you keep everything in the Sonic 3 movie the same, and introduce the bio-lizard, it's like, Shadow would have no connection to the bio-lizard at all, because it would just be like another random alien. Like, I don't really know how that would work. Because it's like, the bio-lizard and Shadow in the games, they had like similarities at least. Fucking loud again. But it's like, I think adding the Bio-Lizard to this film wouldn't have worked unless they, like, massively changed it.
A sacrifice is usurped by another character's sacrifice. The characters do not act like the characters. And pretty much every single theme present in the original game is nowhere to be seen. I could go on and on and on and on about how this sucks as an adaptation, and like I said, I expected it to suck as an adaptation. But I just can't get over how these movies...
Axiom, maybe, like... There we go. I should probably change the fucking gifted membership music. That's really annoying. I should probably make it something Sonic related.
Like, this is just a Sonic movie trilogy problem. How they'll just leave these breadcrumbs, and Sonic fans will freak the fuck out with these breadcrumbs. For example, when Sonic repeats the iconic "No food or movies, we're out of here" quote and jumps out of the gun helicopter, you can hear tidbits of Cityscape incorporated into the film's orchestral soundtrack. And I see so many people being like, "Oh my god,
make it Green Hill theme." No, I think I might just make it like a ring sound effect, because at the very least that's something that you're used to hearing like over and over again in rapid succession. So it probably wouldn't annoy me.
Using video game music, hooray! And it's just like, you can barely fucking hear it. Like, I kid you, like, I know I might sound crazy here.
Well, I mean, yeah, it would betray the tone of the scene. It's like, yeah, and this also isn't. This is also just a fucking lie. 'Cause it's like the Green Hills music during the Tom and Maddie scene, and also the Live and Learn during the final battle. It's like that's loud and you can hear it.
Why couldn't they just play Cityscape? Or why couldn't they have a...
Yeah, you know, he raises a good point. I think that Sonic versus Shadow, I think the fight scene would have been better if you muted the sound effects and just played Cityscape over the scene. I think it would have been better. It totally wouldn't have ruined the tension of the scene.
Orchestral rendition of it that fits the film's vibe. Why can I barely hear it? All the duality between...
I mean, it's in the fucking film, though. Like... Would you rather it just wasn't in the film at all?
Sonic and Shadow, and what made the rivalry so special in the original game, is completely absent and not remarked on at all here. In fact, it's never even explained why the two look so identical. But hey guys, there's a 1-minute scene where they comment on the similarities. Oh my god! Yo, that reminds me of that one scene in SA2 where they are...
I mean, at the very least, like, yeah, they both have quite a lot in common, though. It's like, they're both outsiders, they both came to the Earth. It's like... And they also have a lot of things in common with their backstories. It's like Sonic lost Longclaw, and he nearly lost Tom in the film, and Shadow lost Maria. It's like, yeah, they have, like, they still have a connection, and they still have, like, similarities and things that they can bond over at the very least.
Similarly, also saying the same thing. Oh my god, guys, they did it! They used Live and Learn. For the first time in forever, we actually get to see Live and Learn be played on the big screen. We only hear 50 seconds of it, and it's immediately intercutted by more Jim Carrey hijinkses. But hey guys, it was in the film.
Yeah, that's fair. I wish that they didn't cut away from that scene to just see, like, Gerald spanking Robotnik. Like, that's fair. I'll agree with that. But, I mean, at the very least, it was in the film, at least. And it made, like, the transformation scene completely peak.
We got to see it in the film. It doesn't matter if we barely got to hear.
Doesn't Gerald in this film already serve as Shadow's contrast? Yeah, I guess he does, to an extent. It's like Gerald is doing it purely for revenge, and Shadow's doing it, like, not necessarily for revenge, but, yeah, it's like, to an extent, yeah, they're contrasts. It's like they both lost someone that they loved, but Shadow is, like, making the right choice, and Gerald made the wrong choice. It's like, yeah, I agree. I'll take a bit of Live and Learn over no Live and Learn. Yeah, exactly. It's like, exactly. I don't really know what to add to that.
It was just in the film for a little bit, guys. Oh. Guys,
well, again, like, would you rather it wasn't in the film at all?
The space colony arc, oh my god, and it destroyed the moon. It destroyed the moon. You know, that scene in SA2, one of the most iconic scenes in the entire series, where Eggman practically makes the entire world and all neighboring governments his bitch and destroys the moon as a sheer demonstration of his power, and it's a complete turning point in the story where the stakes are higher than ever before and the tone drastically shifts. Well, in the movie, they accidentally sliced it in half. It's not a power move by Eggman. You don't see people reacting to it in horror. It's not a shift in the story, but guys, it's like that thing that also happened in the games. So isn't that cool that they referenced that? We got to see the
I mean, yeah, it is literally just a reference. Like, I don't get what the issue is.
Guys, oh my god, peak fiction, we're actually...
Yeah, it's like, the funny thing is that the moon isn't even destroyed in the games anymore. Like, it just magically repaired itself. It's like, people don't think about that. It's literally just a joke. It's like, most people look at the whole moon thing as like the snap cube thing, where it's like, oh, pissing on the moon. Like, people look at it in like a joking sense.
So back! See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's just... The amount of fanfare that these movies will have is what they'll usually do is they'll usually incorporate something from the game, something very small, and it will do so without understanding why that thing was so special and why people loved it and why people wanted to see it. But
didn't Adventure 2, when Sonic and Shadow transformed, didn't you hear like a snippet of Live and Learn? Like in the games, you didn't even hear the entire song. Like the transformation scenes in the film and the game are literally exactly the same. Sonic and Shadow transform synchronized, and you hear a portion of Live and Learn. Yet the game gets a pass, yet the movie doesn't. Like, that's crazy.
Sonic fans, with their infinitely low standards, will freak the fuck out seeing it. It doesn't matter if the Master Emerald serves an entirely different function than what it was supposed to serve. It's there in movie 2. It doesn't matter if they
I actually really like how the Master Emerald was handled. To be honest, I like the fact that the Chaos Emeralds are inside the Master Emerald. I don't know, like I don't know, like it's just nice. It's a nice change. And at the end of the day, it's an adaptation. Like, who cares?
Practically make Iblis and the Flames of Disaster a complete joke in the Knuckles series. It's there, it was referenced. It doesn't matter if Team Sonic are adoptive brothers in this new continuity, which is completely fucking stupid, and they have a completely different dynamic than what's seen in the games. Guys, it's
How do they have a different... never mind.
Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles working together. It's Team Sonic on the big screen, so we have to clap, we have to applaud, because that thing that we recognize from the game...
I feel like it's people like this who, the entire definition of their channel is comparison is the thief of joy. It's like, why, it's like, I feel like you like, people, it's like this person is literally the definition of like a glass half empty kind of person. It's like, oh, this thing is like 50% good, but like, who cares? Like, 50% of it's bad. It's like, I don't look at stuff that way. It's like, I look at this and I'm like, yeah, it's 50% cool, but like, I just wish that, you know, 50% of it was different. Like, that's all. It's like, I like this scene, where like, they all jump out of the freaking chopper. I like that it's a reference to Adventure 2 with the line. Like... It's cool.
Is on the big screen. We did it, guys. We are so back. Peak fiction. It doesn't matter if they changed practically everything about Maria's character. She's there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because they made it better in the film. They literally made her death better in the film than it was in the game.
Guys, she's there. We saw Maria and she died. Oh my god, they did it, guys. It's I cannot. Like, why are we settling for less? Like, I need to say this. I
mean, it's like, I feel like it would be impossible to translate Adventure 2's story to the big screen. Number one, because it would contradict the first two Sonic movies, and also because it would be like 4 hours long. Like, I don't really know what to say to this. It's like, and at the end of the day, it's an adaptation, like, who cares? It's like the freaking Sonic X adaptation, which took place, like, what? Like, the Sonic X adaptation came out, like, what, 2 or 3 years after Adventure 2? It's like, even then, that wasn't completely accurate to the game.
Give a shit if Gerald Robotnik is in this movie. I don't care. I could care less if we have Maria or Shadow or Knuckles or Tails. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about seeing stuff from the games make its way into the movies. Who cares? What I care about is having the essence and the heart that made those original stories so special to be present here.
I don't care. I don't want these things from the games to be in the film. I just want the things from the games to be in the film. How do you contradict yourself in the same sentence? Like, that's honestly insane.
I don't care if a Sonic story has all my fan favorite characters. I literally, whatever. I just want the story to be good. I just want the themes and the whimsy and what made the franchise so unique and appealing to just remain intact and be present. That's all I care about. But you see, it's like what Jebzone said in his Fan Tears video that I just cannot get out of my head, that I think is so interesting and sums up this fandom to a T. People aren't fans of Sonic the Hedgehog, they're fans of being fans of Sonic the Hedgehog.
What?
They won't do any actual research into these characters, but they will criticize people who does so. You wanna know why? Because those very same people are critiquing the—
I mean, I feel like people criticize you because you're an asshole who talks down to your audience. Like, I feel like people are gonna not like you regardless. Like, it doesn't matter if someone is experienced with Sonic or if someone doesn't give a flying fuck about the Blue Hedgehog. It's like people are gonna listen to you being an asshole to your audience and dislike you anyways. It's like, it's the same thing with my streams. It's like, I don't expect you to join the stream and know anything about Sonic. Like, I don't expect you to join the stream and be like a fucking 300 IQ mastermind who studied every single, Sonic game and studies every single aspect of the character ever. I don't expect that from you. And I don't think that you guys expect that from me either. It's like, but you guys can enjoy the stream regardless, because I'd like to think that I'm not that big of an asshole. Like, I am an asshole, for sure. Like, there are times where I am definitely an asshole. But, you know, I'm not always an asshole. And I'm definitely not an asshole to my audience. Like, the people who literally made me who I am on this platform. It's like, I feel like when this person just gets hate, he just, like, deflects it. I disagree with most of what Riff says, but he's a cool guy and he's chill about it. Yeah, it's like, Axiom disagrees with literally everything I say, like, it feels like. It's like, he's still chill. It's like,
Yeah.
But the idea that he's, like, blaming the fucking fan base, it's like, I don't really know what to say.
I don't know what to say either,
At least
not
you're
gonna lie.
humble.
Even
Well, it's
if
like-
I barely watched the full video, I'm just like, what the fuck is he on about?
Well, it's like the thing with me is that, like, I'd like to think that I'm humble, but also when I've done research and I'm like 100% sure I'm right about something, it's like I feel like I'm less humble then. But it's like I'm still willing to hear people out.
brand.
But it's like the idea of people aren't a fan of this character; they just want to be a fan because being a fan is cool. It's like it's so dumb.
They're fans of being fans of
Is,
Sonic the
yeah.
Hedgehog.
Like, not just great there.
I'll stream it for you, Kiwi, just in case. You feeling okay? You said that you had like a thunderstorm or something.
Yeah, there's a big thunderstorm going on, and every time it goes like kaboom or whatever, it gives me like a panic attack. So I just need a little bit of like a distraction. Like
Also, isn't
something
this
that
video
helps me
explaining
calm
why
down.
Sonic and the film is anti-Sonic? Why is he talking about the fan base? Yeah, it's literally reminds me of the Ultimate Joker situation, where it's like he'd make a video about like Spider-Man, and yet he'd still manage to like shit on me in the video. It's like, why are you doing it? It's like it's like literally not relevant to the fucking title or topic.
They won't do any actual research into these characters, but they will criticize people who does so. You wanna know why? Because those very same people are critiquing the brand.
Well, the thing that's annoying about this sentence is that there's definitely assholes within the community. Like the random fuckers from the Adventure 2 thing, where it's like, someone would criticize Adventure 2 and people would just be like, oh, you're a dick. Oh, you're a skill issue. Oh, you live in a cave. Or your mom has no job. Like, they'd literally resort to, like, comments like that. It's like, it's so unnecessary. It's like, yeah, it's dickheads like you that give the community a bad rep. But it's like...
Exactly.
But it's not everyone.
New projects that don't pay tribute and don't...
And again, it's like, you haven't really got much of a leg to stand on when you're literally just talking down to your audience like this.
Here to earlier characterization. Therefore, these people are the enemy because they're attacking the brand. So what if Movie Sonic is a complete bastardization of the original vision of Naoto Oshima and Yuji Naka? You're attacking the brand by saying he's inaccurate. So I'm going to bend over backwards and try to come up with bullshit, bad faith, disingenuous arguments to try to say why he works and why he's a justified interpretation of the character.
Well, yeah, he is. Like, it's literally
He
an
literally
adaptation.
is.
It's like, I don't really know what to say. It's like...
I mean, he acts younger, but, like, that's really it. Like, he's still Sonic.
Yeah, it's like, you look at him and it's like, he's still... Yeah, he's still Sonic. It's like, I don't really know. Like, like, again, I couldn't get into... I genuinely could not understand this mindset, where it's like, oh... People don't like the brand, so they're just gonna, like, make up a bunch of bullshit to defend this. It's like, what if they do like the brand? Like, what if they like different adaptations of the character? It's like, and the thing that's inherently hypocritical about this is like, okay, so what is your counter-argument to someone who likes literally every single version of Sonic, but not the games? Like, what's your counter to someone who likes every version of Sonic except IDW? Or every version of Sonic and not Prime? It's like, what's your argument then? It's like, oh, you don't like this version of Sonic, but you're based because you like the source material. It's like, it just makes you look like an asshole, basically.
Like, literally, I don't like IDU comics, but that doesn't mean I don't like Sonic in general. Yeah, it's
like, personally, I don't really care about Archie Sonic, but, I mean, that's just me.
Exactly.
But it's like, I'm not saying he's bad, and I'm not going to attack other people for liking him.
It doesn't matter if all the elements that were carried from SA2 are completely missing what makes them so unique and so cool in that original story. They're there, they're present, and they are a part of this new film that I am therefore...
Well, yeah, it's like, if everything from Adventure 2 was kept the same in this film, it wouldn't make sense. Because it would be a slap in the face from the first two films.
Going to hype up and be a fan of because it's a part of the brand and I must consume product. Media literacy what now? Media comprehension what now? Character consistency what?
Well, again, he's literally implying that everyone who likes these films is just a re. It's like, I don't really know what to say. He's literally saying like, oh, if you like this film, you're just a tard. Like, that's literally what he's saying right now. It's fucking crazy.
Literally, I've stated that in the live that Sonic 3 has actually done a lot better Shadow's characterization than Sonic Adventure 2. Like, I'm glad that Sonic Adventure introduced Shadow, but Sonic 3
about any of that when I could
job.
just blindly consume every single new thing that Sega shits out. Oh my god! This video has gone off the...
Well, I also think as well, it's like, he wants to go to a theater and play Adventure 2, I know, right? It's like, it's the same thing as well, where it's like, I feel like people just genuinely don't give a fuck about source material for most stuff. And like, a good example is like Iron Man, like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. It's like, he's not really accurate to the source material. Like, he doesn't have like an alcohol addiction, he doesn't have like any of this shit. But it's like, people don't care, because he's a good adaptation regardless. It's like, he's likable, he's flawed, he's entertaining. Like, people don't care.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. It's like, he is not completely accurate to the source material. He's probably the most accurate of the three live-action Spider-Men, but he's not 100% accurate. But guess what? People don't care. They like him anyways. Granted, a lot of that is down to nostalgia, sure, but it's like, generally speaking, he is a good adaptation of Spider-Man. He has an alcohol addiction in Iron Man 2. He doesn't have does he have an alcohol addiction? I thought it was because he was dying. And like he was drinking that shit that like heals him or something.
Yeah, he was like dying and whatnot and decided to drink because he's like, who the fuck cares? I am going to die, so I'm just gonna drink.
I don't think it was an
for the
alcohol
rest of my
addiction,
life.
though, was it? Didn't he just get drunk at the party or some shit?
Literally, he just got drunk at the party. That is literally it.
Dude's literally mad. Something's different. I know, right?
Devils. It's
I
starting
just-
to become very unproductive.
It's like it's the same thing with Thor as well. It's like Thor in the comics. It's like he talks like a fucking Shakespearean play, and in the films he's like a goofball. But it's like people don't care. People like him in the films.
Like, literally, there's like a Netflix adaptation of Winx Club that everyone hates just because it's different from the cartoon, but I like it because it was very different from the cartoon. If they try to do anything accurate to the cartoon, it is going to be terrible. I am going to say that right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's literally just an adaptation. I think it was an
So bad, they
addiction,
got
but I don't fully
canceled.
remember. I don't think he had an alcohol addiction in Iron Man 2. I think it's just because he was being poisoned. Like, he had, like, the thing in his chest was, like, slowly killing him. I think he got drunk at, like, one party. And that's when Rhodey stole the War Machine armor, I think.
Remember, yeah.
And I understand how this can be seen as a attack.
It's like, you're not wrong though, like, he was, like, Tony was basically a mess in Iron Man 2, and I think the reason for that is because he was dying, like, he was just, like,
Yeah.
dealing with it.
Yeah,
Like, the
I
scene,
say I was not wrong about that. He was like a
Yeah.
fucking mess.
like the scene where he was just, like, eating donuts in the Iron Man suit, it's like, you could tell that he just didn't care. But, yeah, it's like, adaptations never have to be accurate. Yeah, exactly. It's like, adaptations can change. Especially since, like, adaptations can literally fix things from the source material. Like, they can make things better. It's like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like,
I just love the fact
like,
fact that, like, Robert-
to give an example, it's like Insomniac Spider-Man. Like, people's like, oh,
Oh,
Spider-Man
yeah.
needs to be a teenager. Meanwhile, this motherfucker's like 25. And, like, people instantly love him. It's like, people love him. Like, it is what it is.
No, I also love the fact that like Robert Downey Jr. is just like hid snacks in places and whatnot, and just eat them like totally in character or whatnot. I'm like,
Yeah, that,
It's
Ray
so funny.
Venkman, thank you for giving me a really good example as a British man. Like, James Bond in
Oh.
the movies, he's a very different character from the books. Like, I would say that the most accurate James Bond is probably Timothy Dalton. Like, he's like the most accurate James Bond. But guess what? Generally speaking, he's not people's favourites. People like Sean Connery, people like Pierce Brosnan, people like Roger Moore. It's like... But again, it's like, I would say that pretty much every single actor who played James Bond is better than the books. Because it's like, in the films, he has like a charm to him. And you just don't get that from the books. And it's like, I think that's fair. You're wrong, because it's Spider-Man in the comics at the time. I mean, let's not split hairs. You know exactly what I mean. In Spectacular Spider-Man,
Yeah.
he's a teenager the entire time. In the Insomniac games, he's like 25 the entire time. Like, let's not
Yeah.
split hairs on this. You know what I mean?
Towards some people. And I really do not mean it as such. And this is why I was very hesitant to make this video, because I know that this can ruffle a lot of feathers. But I really just want to speak my mind, because I just think it's a tragedy that so many people will never know or just completely miss out on what made this series so cool and why this series used to be so cool. The dynamic platforming mixed in with varying momentum physics, a very appealing and whimsical art style, characters that are fully three-dimensional and have a wonderful dynamic with one another. It's just hard
Literally all of that is in Sonic 3. Like, what are you talking
no, literally.
about?
Here's the thing. Like, also, I have said before, like, my family have never really played like a Sonic game and whatnot, and they very much enjoyed the movies without need to go into like the games or anything like that. If they are confused about one thing or two, they would ask me, and I'm like, well, in the games, this is what happens in the games. But like I said, like
Yeah.
the movies are a different adaptation. They just thought to ask, like, hey, so what happens in the games? And I'm like, well, this is what happens in the games, you know?
It's
They
like
even like ask.
it's like a good example of what as well is like in the comics, like Wolverine is like 5'4" or some shit. It's like, oh, but everyone loves Hugh Jackman, fucking 6 foot Wolverine.
I love
Like-
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Like, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is like the fan favorite. It's like, he's not comic accurate. Like, he's way too damn tall, but it's like people don't care.
Literally, at one point, like, my family asked, so is
It's like,
Maria
what-
and
it's like,
Eggman, like,
fucking-
siblings?
Like, to put it into context, Wolverine didn't get his comic accurate suit until 23 years later after he was cast. Did anyone care?
Oh,
Did they?
yeah.
Like, he didn't get the iconic yellow and black suit until Deadpool and Wolverine. It's like, did people
Literally,
care?
yeah.
No. Like, people love Logan. Like, Logan...
It's like a nice homage. It's really a nice homage to, like, the comic book, not gonna lie, with, like, the iconic suit.
For me, personally, to see one of my favorite franchises so completely detached from its roots and from what it originally stood for, and to stand by and watch everyone cheer for
It's like, to give another example, it's like Harry Potter. It's like the films, generally speaking, are not that accurate to the books. Like, they are
No.
accurate for the most part, but they do cut a lot of things, and there are a few things that's wrong. Like, for example, the actor who plays Harry Potter, he has blue eyes, but in the books he has green eyes. To give an example. Another example
And
is the film Titanic. Like, that film gets a lot of stuff wrong about the Titanic story. But at the end of the day, it came out nearly 30 years ago. Like, obviously, you know, they did their best with the information they had at the time, and they made the best film that they could. Unfortunately now,
Yeah.
we know new things about what happened, and the film is a bit outdated. It's like... But the film is still like an adaptation of what might have happened on the night that that ship sank. And people still love it. It's like... I don't.
Just like-
to me, it doesn't take a genius to work out that adaptations can change stuff and make stuff better.
Like, also speaking of which, like, with, like, the Harry Potter's, like, eye scene, they did originally plan for Daniel Radcliffe to have, like, the, eyes, like, in the books or whatever, but because he was allergic to, like, the contact lenses or whatever, they couldn't do it, so they're like, right, okay, so in the movie's adaptation, your mother's eyes are blue or whatever.
Jurassic Park, the movie, is far different from the novel. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Exactly!
we can keep naming examples.
to watch everyone like talk about how much they think this movie is an improvement in some aspects to the original game, and I also see people all the time talk about how it doesn't matter if it's faithful to the source material, so long as it's good, then who cares? And it's just, I care, and
Well,
maybe
why do you care? Like, who the fuck cares?
I shouldn't. Maybe I care too much, but
Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah, you really do.
I can't help it. I really just, I love Sonic too much to
You should probably touch grass then.
watch a movie like this that takes pride in
Like this guy's entire video reminds me of that one edit someone made where it was like Sonic and Jet, and he was like, "You may touch the finish line, but I bet you've never touched a woman before." It's like like just sum up this entire channel with one sentence or less.
shitting over so many wonderful aspects of the original games and
Don't tell this guy about Transformers and how it changes like every 5 years.
Oh.
I know, right?
My god, no,
Like Transformers is probably one of the worst examples of like accurate to the source material. Yeah, like literally.
of a more streamlined generic Hollywood action blockbuster. Like in the post-credit scene,
Malik, you've said the same comment like over and over again. I've read it. You don't have to spam it. Like,
You
we've
see-
basically listed more and more examples. We don't need to list anymore.
see Sonic get ganged up by multiple Metal Sonics, with there being one in charge, just completely diminishes the mirror-matched rivalry between the two, only to get saved by Amy, who looks to be drastically different than her original portrayal. Whereas we saw a little girl mature and evolve into
but,
someone who
like-
can keep
I love
up
how
with
he's.
stuff.
I love how he's using like an out of context final credits scene. Like, we have literally no context as to what Sonic's
We-
fall is going to be like.
We literally just met Amy Rose. That's all. Like, it was
We're
an
basically
introduction
seeing
to
the
her
character
character.
debut at the end
Sophie, I'm not even going to dignify that comment with a response.
for arc. But it doesn't matter if we don't get to see that change happen real time in the films. It doesn't matter if
Well, again, like the fucking Sonic 4 hasn't come out yet. It's not going to come out for like another 2 years. It's like, why are you making this point? You literally don't know whether it is or isn't gonna come out.
They're replacing Metal Sonic with Diet Ultron. So long as
Diet Ultron.
there, so long as we have a character who looks like Amy and is called Amy and sounds like Amy, then it's fine. I mean, after all, these films feature a completely different character wearing the skin suit of one of the most iconic game mascots of all time, and people have been fine with it for 3 movies now. So really, Paramount has to go ahead to kind of just do whatever the fuck they want, and I don't know.
But it's like, I feel like it's to the point where it's like, these films have been successful. It's like, gee, I wonder why. It's like,
and also Jeff Fowler, like, worked on Shoutout To 5, which is, I know, a terrible game, but, like,
hey guys,
he knows a lot about Sonic.
Hey guys.
Oh god.
Hold on, where is it?
Oh my god,
No, it's not this one. I think it's this. No, it's not this one. I can't remember which one it was. Hold on. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll try this one. Hold on. Nah, we didn't.
No, that sounds like a...
There was one really good reaction. Oh, it was this one. Hold on.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, chat. Hold on. So Paramount can do what? Yeah, so Paramount can do the bare fucking minimum, guys. Guys, Paramount just don't get Sonic. They just don't get Sonic, guys. Paramount just doesn't understand Sonic.
It goes still. Let's go!
Yeah, Paramount just doesn't understand Sonic.
On both sides. Surely 2 intelligent beings can work these things out. Yeah, come on.
Nah, Paramount just don't get Sonic, guys.
He just did his final smash.
Oh, it's like that? Okay, we're not friends.
They just don't get Sonic, guys.
That laugh.
Yeah, like literally, I don't know what to say. It's like,
and also, like, one more thing too is
hold
that,
on,
like,
hold on.
Keanu
We'll try another. Hold on. Wait, hang on. There was one where people reacted to the transformation in Sonic 3 and they lost their shit. Was it this one?
I learned.
No, it wasn't that one. That's just the scene. Hold on. There was one reaction where people lost their minds over it.
I think it's that one?
That doesn't help in the slightest, Kiwi. There's a lot of videos.
Yeah,
You
you
need
were
to be a
scrolling
wee
so
bit more
fast.
specific
You were
than
scrolling... It was like on top. Yeah, that one.
Could be
right
this
there.
one. No, I don't think it was this one. There was one where people like absolutely went berserk hearing it. Later haters, I know, right?
Later haters.
I'm right here. I am. What are you?
Nah, it's not that good of a reaction. I'm really disappointed. There was one which was really oh, insane movie theater reaction. It could have been this one. Hold on.
Okay, maybe.
Paramount just doesn't get Sonic, guys. They just don't get Sonic, guys.
Não pode consertar sozinho.
They just don't understand Sonic. Oh, it could have been this one where they freak out of the... It could have been, yeah. Wait. Listen to the bit where Supersonic and Shadow, like, purrs. I swear down, this is the one where everyone goes berserk. Yeah. Yeah, they just don't understand Sonic, guys.
Yeah, guys, they don't understand.
Like,
no.
damn, who put these clowns in charge of the Sonic movies? They don't get Sonic at all.
Oh my god, it's not like Paramount and Sega like working together.
Will be my last video concerning any of these films. Because the reality is, people love these movies, and regardless of how cynical I think they are, how corporate I think they are, how much of a disservice
how corporate they are. They literally give, like, God knows how much fan service.
Literally,
but yeah, it's corporate, guys.
No. Wait, here's the thing.
Bro, do you want to know what... Bro, do you want an example of a corporate film? Fucking Mufasa. It's literally a remaster of a remaster.
No, I was just going to say, like, if they did not care about Sonic fans or anything like that, then they would have kept the ugly Sonic. They would have kept that. I'm just saying.
If they literally didn't care about fans, they would have gone with ugly Sonic back in, like, 2019.
Literally.
Or to the original source material they are. That love is a beautiful thing. These films will inevitably introduce a lot of people to the games that they're based off of. These films will give a lot of growing children a lot of beautiful memories, sitting in their theaters, watching some of their favorite characters appear on the big screen. These movies, regardless of how I feel about them, do a lot of objective good, not only in terms of the general audience's enjoyment.
These movies do a lot of objective good. These movies will introduce people to Sonic. Sonic 3 is anti-Sonic.
But also the public perception of the franchise as a whole. But it's clear after watching movie 3 and just
I cannot imagine how we will ever be able to cope in a world without more of these videos. Like, we truly live in the worst timeline.
Exhausted and just by how all the creative decisions they made. I think I'm just kind of done. This was a very negative video, not just for you, but for me, because I don't like doing this. I don't like sitting here.
Yeah, if Paramount didn't care about the Sonic series, Maria wouldn't have died. Yeah, if they didn't care about the Sonic series, they wouldn't have teased Tails in Sonic 1. They wouldn't have teased Shadow in Sonic 2. They wouldn't have teased, like, Metal Sonic and Amy in Sonic 3.
Like, also, I was going to say, like, Keanu Reeves, when he heard about people were screaming about Shadow, he's like, oh, fuck, this is a very important character. I have to get it right. And he literally studied the backstory of Shadow the Hedgehog to portray him right.
Yeah, it's like...
for over an hour with a microphone just talking about how the third blockbuster to one of my favorite video game series of all time turned out
not being half just telling the truth, he needs to pick a different career path. I'd agree, to be honest. Like, I feel like...
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, he's not earning any money from YouTube, but, like, regardless, it's like, I just don't think it's healthy to make videos this negative. Like, I wasn't even this negative about Adventure 2. It's like...
You were not. You were not.
Like, I genuinely wasn't this negative. It's like, I could not imagine being this negative about literally anything. Because it's like, even something like Sonic, even something like Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, I feel like at some point I would just give up and I would just, like, make jokes about it. Like, I wouldn't resort to, like... I've just noticed a video over there, how the Sonic movie was saved. 4 million views. Yeah, the film's just corporate, guys. They don't care about Sonic. But it's like, I just... Man. Like, Kill the Justice League was an abomination, but, like, I still wouldn't be, like, this angry about it.
Absolute garbage in my eyes. I don't like that. I wish I could sit here and
I sure as fuck wouldn't contradict myself as many times as this person does.
Scream into the microphone about how much I loved movie 3, about how much I loved seeing elements from one of my favorite games of all time be incorporated and fully fleshed out and treated with the respect.
What do you think this guy thinks about the Mario movie? He probably
thinks
he probably hates that as well. He probably hates that as well.
You think so?
Huh?
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like they changed Princess Peach. Like, she's actually somewhat useful in the film. It's like in the games, she's useless. Like, in the film, Mario was kind of a pushover at times. It's like, yeah, he'd have an issue with that.
I still haven't seen the Mario movie because I felt like it was going to be boring for me. Not.
I feel like this guy genuinely would hate... Yeah, like Donkey Kong can talk in the fucking... film. It's like, yeah, he'd probably have an issue with that. It's like...
It deserves. I wish I could sit here and talk about how much I'm in love with this entire trilogy.
He probably has an issue with, like, Detective Pikachu as well.
And how much faith I have in Paramount to continue doing what they do best, making actual quality Sonic the Hedgehog movies. But that's just not the case. That's not the reality I live in. The reality I live in is these films are anti-Sonic. These
films are objectively good. These films introduce people to Sonic. These films are anti-Sonic. One of those things is not like the other.
Yeah, it will be boring.
And pretty much
have
every
a
way
missed
imaginable.
story.
They started out as a Alvin and Chipmunks ripoff. They realized that the franchise had more staying power than they originally anticipated, and so they rushed to incorporate more game elements in the following sequels, while simultaneously misunderstanding every single narrative quality of those game elements. Creating films that look like Sonic films, but do not feel like Sonic films in the slightest. And it's not going to change. It's not going to get better, and that's okay, because maybe it doesn't need to be. Maybe movie fans deserve this, and they can keep having this continuity and these versions of the characters, and in spring of 2027, more people will be able to create more beautiful memories. But I know for me, I'm done, and you will not see another video talking about these films on this channel.
But it's like, the thing that I don't understand about this as well is, like, I feel like basically every Sonic film just gets better and better. It's like, Sonic 1 was good, Sonic 2 was amazing, and then Sonic 3 I would say is, like, as good as Sonic 2. Like, I don't really think it's, like, better than Sonic 2, because Sonic 2 I think is really good. But, like, I don't think it's worse than Sonic 2, at least.
And also, how is it like a Alvin and Chipmunks ripoff movie when basically a lot of times with like the Sonic games and whatnot, there are human characters in the games? That's like the only thing I'm confused on.
You must hate every adaptation, period. Yeah. Yeah, like you must hate the fucking Smurfs movie as well. Bro, the Smurfs movie is amazing. I need to rewatch that at some point.
Oh, like
with Neil Patrick Harris, the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Smurfs movie is fucking awesome.
Something that I love,
that's coming
then
out.
tear down something that I hate. And from here on, I think I will devote the large majority of my time talking about aspects of the series that I adore.
You must hate the Invincible show. Yeah, you must hate My Adventures with Superman. He must hate like fucking everything. Like this guy, he just, I feel bad for this guy, honestly. Like the idea that
You must hate Ninja Turtles.
He must.
Do you know how many?
He must hate like Batman. He must hate like so much shit. Like I feel bad for this guy. Like I'm quite happy that I just don't really care that much about stuff. Like I'm
Only this guy.
like if I look at something and I don't like it, I'm like, all right, cool, moving on. It's like
He's literally making me want to play Sonic Victory even more, just so I can have my own experience.
And negative videos like these can probably become a relic of the past. Anyways, guys, I'm Wyman Stevenson. I hope you found some enjoyment. Or,
right, let's get a ranking in the chat. What are we gonna rank this video as?
I guess from this video, if you feel the same way as I do. I have a audio drama that I am making.
My god, and you know what? We need to have a look at the comment section. Like, we need to do this. We need this.
I want to see it. Yeah, let's go.
This video brought me zero joy to make, but I needed to get these thoughts off my chest, as Sonic Movie 3 and the entire cinematic universe is a part to have repeatedly failed to convince me these creators care about the games.
Oh my fuck.
Oh boy. Like, do you know what this film genuinely made me want to happen in the games? I genuinely want Eggman to have a Sonic quill and to just be addicted to it. Like, I think that would be funny to have in the games. Genuinely. It'd make no sense at this point in the canon, but like, I think that would just be funny. Like, you see like Eggman chilling in his base and he just pulls out a quill and just... It's like his equivalent. It's like his equivalent of like stroking a cat, like Blofeld. It's like he pulls out like a Sonic quill and uses it like a cigar, like the ultimate villain move.
Okay, so I watched all of your video, and what I understood is that you don't want a Sonic movie adaptation. You just wanted a movie that retells the story of the Sonic series without changing a lot of things.
Oh, you reading a comment?
Yeah. Yeah, it's right there, and he replied to it.
In short, a faithful adaptation, Lamau. The movies are allowed to make changes. Are they? Are they?
Wait, he says
news to me.
Wait, hell, I adore Sonic. Oh,
the characters are the source material, bro.
Oh, so Sonic X is okay, but not like the Sonic movies.
Fans when an adaptation of their favorite franchise is 5% different from the source material. I know, right? This is such a lazy argument. I don't mind when adaptations make changes, and even brought up examples of good change in the video. However, when an adaptation, character setting, and themes hardly reflect what it's based on, there's a slight problem. I mean...
That was 2 hours ago. That was 2 hours ago.
Wait, what? He's still arguing? What the fuck? He's still arguing with people.
Literally!
Oh, bloody hell. I kind of want him to be in the stream at this point. Like, we need to have a voice chat with this guy. The man has the voice of what I'd imagine a Sonic fan would have, and he says thanks, lol.
Wow, he doesn't get sarcasm.
Honestly, if I tackled something like Primal IDW, these videos would be, if not more negative than this one. Wow.
What?
It's literally like an adaptation, like, relax.
Prime is not bad, but Wyman, but if you get to
Wyman get guys, you're gonna love this. So he thinks that Archie Sonic is like even worse than a Sonic that he considers to be anti-Sonic. The Archie fanboys are gonna be very pissed with that one.
Did he just say he hates IDW? Yeah, because it character assassinates.
He said he hates IDW more than the films. And he already said that the films is anti-Sonic.
The IDW character. Oh my god, can you calm down, Thunderstorm? Sorry, fuck.
If Optimus Prime and Superman can thrive on the big screen without sacrificing their... Oh, you chose the worst possible characters. You literally chose... Yeah. Optimus Prime, the character that they made like a psychopath in the fucking Bayverse. Oh yeah, Superman, the guy where they only focused on the god aspect of him and forgot what makes Superman like special.
Wait, well, Optimus and Superman can gain experience and become more common. Their fundamental ideas as we make a sense. Then why
That's the same thing with Sonic. The world doesn't change them, they change others. The world literally does change them. You don't know what you're talking about. The world literally makes Optimus a psychopath. The world literally turns Superman into what he is. This guy loses all credibility. Superman's the most assassinated character in the DCEU. Yeah, it's like he literally threatens to fucking.
There's been a single good story since Black. There hasn't been a single good story since Black.
I mean, to be fair, there is an element of truth to that, but only if he's referring to the games, because like obviously like comics obviously came out after Black Knight.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Sonic Omens does boost gameplay better than all of the official boost games. You just didn't play Unleashed. Also, isn't Sonic Omens like the same game where like the creators of the game were like racist or something? Like there was like a shit ton of controversy behind Sonic Omens. I can't remember why.
Wait, he thinks the OVA is a better adaptation than IDU and the movies. What the fuck?
Yes, he does. I mean, to be no disrespect to Sonic OVA, like OVA is goated, but like, come on.
It's a funny movie, like.
OVA is goated. Like, I can't even hate OVA. Like the voice acting is just the voice acting is so shit. It's good.
You can't get mad at it. Like, I mean, yeah, it's like bad, but like it is good for that reason.
I love this one. Hey guys, where have we heard this argument before? Games like Sonic CD and Heroes are only hated because people suck at video games and are used to being coddled by new releases. Where have we heard that argument before?
Oh yeah, guys, it's not like I have played Sonic Heroes or Shadow 5 and before playing any of like the newer games like Sonic Forces and Sonic Unleashed. Not Sonic Unleashed. I mean,
at the very least, I agree with this guy on one thing. I agree that revisiting Shadow's past in Shadow Generations was unnecessary. It's like I agree with that at least, but like everything else is just fucking crazy.
It's a skill issue. He's one of them Rift. It's this Axiom.
Funny thing is, as much as I dislike aspects of Archie, IDW, and Fleetway, they do an immensely better job of adapting the source material.
No, they do. Okay, no.
It's funny that he said. It's funny that he says that because in another comment he said, "Yeah, if I was to make a video on IDW, it would be even more negative than this game or this video."
Wait, Rip, how many times I say literally in the Metavirus arc in the IDU comics? Shadow decided, Sonia's like, hey Shadow, get out there while you can, I don't want you to get affected. And he's like, shut up you faker, I am the ultimate lover, I will get immune. And he starts like beating the rope buzz, you know, and then
he
guess what happened, guys?
He gets metal COVID.
Exactly, and I'm just like, how is this not character assassination? Shadow does not act like this. Ian Flynn, why do you hate Shadow so much? I'm sorry, he hates Shadow so much! Why are you writes like that? Thank you, Sylvie! You're so base. Sylvie, you're so base for that. You're so base for that. Thank you. Relax. You're so base. Sorry.
Let's have a cheeky little look. Dumbest video I've ever seen on YouTube. Another unpredictable comment adds nothing to the discussion. I mean, yeah, I agree with him on that at least. Like,
one moment of a bad rain is not proof the entire series. Yeah, I know. Like, literally the first issue of the IDU comics was really bad, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. Thank you for making my point.
One moment.
It just gets worse and worse. You're right, Axiom. Yeah, that's nothing to do with. Oh God! Ow, my ears!
This has nothing to do with Sonic, but the Master during the last Great Time War is the definition of what the Master should be.
What the fuck was that?
That was giving out.
It's so bloody windy that one of my fucking plants fell over. Didn't half make me jump. Yeah, it's like after realizing he fucked up, he tried to redeem himself. Yeah, exactly. It's like.
I
don't even know.
So how do you know it gets worse and worse? Stop the IDU. So I'm not. It's not slander. Literally, I read the first IDU issue, like the first ever, because I was like, okay, you know, I'll read from the beginning to the end, and then every single issue, I've kept going. It got worse and worse, and when I got to the part where like Shadow was being stupid as fuck for no reason, I was like, I'm done. This is not a good story. I'm done. I hate it so much. Like,
how do you feel about Sonic Heroes? I think Heroes was good. It just has like a load of little issues.
Like, the game is not too bad. Like, I like the story. The gameplay is like iffy, you know. But I mean, it's not terrible.
Like, Heroes is kind of like what I feel with, like, Adventure 2's story. It's like, there's not, like, one big issue that ruins the story, it's just, like, a load of little things.
The Metaverse is one arc, okay, and...
Yeah, no, it's one arc where he acted out of character. It's like, it's still acting out of character.
Like, you're telling me just because it's one arc, that means I should have kept going? Like, no, if I don't enjoy it, then I'm going to stop reading it. Like, there's a lot of books where I stopped reading because I hated it. Like, there's one book I tried to read. I finished it. I was like, I'm not going to finish reading the series because, like, the first book was terrible. Like, that's my thing. Like, if I don't enjoy it, then I'm not going to continue it. That's, like, people just don't really go there. It's like... Like, yeah, sure, like, there are some books...
Yeah, I got you, Carl.
I just hate accent being like, stop doing the IW slender or stuff like that. I'm like, if I don't enjoy it, then I don't enjoy it. It's not slender if I don't enjoy something. I'm going to criticize it.
Yeah, that's fair. You can't say it's bad if you haven't read all of it. If you only read one arc, you conclude it's bad from that. Well, yeah, but if that arc was so shit that it makes people stop wanting to read the rest of it, I think that's a problem.
Yes, thank you.
It's like, it would be like saying, like, oh, like, you stopped playing a video game because you were bored of it, therefore you can't review it. It's like, if the game was that bad that it made people stop playing the game halfway through, I think that's a problem. And I think that's fair to point out.
Like, literally, I haven't played Sonic for years.
Like, from Kiwi's perspective, it doesn't matter if Shadow gets redeemed, like, later. Like, the way he acted was so shit that it, like, soured her on the whole experience. Because it's like, if these writers are gonna fuck up Shadow that bad, what's stopping them from fucking up other characters that bad as well?
Exactly. Like, thank you.
There's also no guarantee that characters would, like, get better. So it's like, if Kiwi was, like, if she was reading the comics, like, when the comics came out, it's like, from her perspective, there'd be no guarantee that shit would improve.
I just couldn't handle it. It's just, like, I just couldn't handle it.
It's not even a bad arc, but one bad arc out of many, and she's acting like IDW is bad collectively. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying, if that arc was so shit that it soured her on the whole experience, it's like, that's her experience, and she's pointing that out.
Literally, it soured my whole experience. Like, I don't think I can continue the idea comics. Like, I just can't, because, like, let's say if I have cut it all the way up to, like, the latest arc and whatnot, and I have to wait for more to come out like that. I think Dark Souls 3 is boring, the most boring Dark Souls game, and is almost boring compared to Dark Souls 2. That is insane. I've never heard anyone say that 3 is worse than 2. That's crazy. Like, my uncle, like, talks about how Elden Ring is good and whatnot, but when I, like, watch him playing the games and whatnot, I'm like, yeah, this is not a game for me. I will probably get bored and frustrated with it because how hard the game is, respectively.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it's like,
it's
yeah, it's like, I think it's fair for her to criticize it. It is what it is.
Like, that's why I don't think I would, like, enjoy, like, the Mario movie, because I feel like Chris Pratt wasn't a good choice for Mario in general. And every time I see, like, clips of him, or keep seeing trailers of him on being Mario and it just kind of sours the movie for me. So I was like, I cannot watch this with Chris Pratt as Mario. Like, if everyone enjoys the movie, cool! Glad you guys enjoyed the movie, but I don't think I would. I don't think I would enjoy it as much.
Having a character you like get disrespected can do a lot to you. Yeah, it's like, it is what it is.
Literally!
Meanwhile, there's me, where I've just not touched the comics. And I probably won't, because it's not really my thing.
Please don't touch the idea comics, please, please, please.
Yeah,
Kristen is fair, but I don't think she can say it's bad. Well, to me, it's bad.
I mean, it is what it is.
I'm gonna say, yeah, it's what it is. Like, I'm gonna say the idea of comics is bad. It can't change my mind. Like, that's why you
Nice.
can't really change Rev's mind about Sonic Adventure 2. Like, he doesn't like the game. And he criticized the game. And why not? And I think that's valid and fair. That's his own experience.
I was gonna say, now that we've been talking about this, now that we've been talking about Sonic 3 and like the Adventure 2 shit, I think I might get started on the Adventure 2 video tonight.
Ooh, nice.
Mainly just because, yeah. I didn't realise how many cutscenes there were in that game. That was like a shit ton. I mean, yeah, it's like split between 2 campaigns, but it is what it is. Also, I feel like to make the story, to make my review make sense, I think I might just look at the cutscenes in like chronological order. I feel like that would be best. Like, I can't be asked to do like Hero then Dark. I can't really be bothered. Also, it's so damn warm. Open the door. It's very fucking warm. We be chilling now. Don't really know what to do. We've just been chilling. Yeah.
Yep.
We turned a 50-minute video into a 3-hour stream. You're welcome.
And I consider that a good thing. I don't know why.
Yep. I'm just vibing now.
I'm just vibing too.
No idea.
This was fire. I bet if people enjoy the idea of comics, that's fine. I just like if they character assassinate characters in the comics, I just can't get past it. Like I don't know how they would redeem it. And even if they did, I just don't think me just trying to pass through one arc just so to see if it gets redeemed or not.
You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm curious. I have an idea of what we can do to make time go by a little bit faster. I want to see if there's like any comments in this video that I can respond to.
Oh yeah, that might be fun.
To be fair, this video is doing really well. Like, thank you so much for that. We'll see if there's any like really bad comments, like any really good ones. Fandom can't afford bad publicity. Hearting hater comments is wild. Yeah.
Zoro was so peak in that arc. I thought Zoro was not too bad in the identity comics. I just wish they made him more stronger.
It's like I literally heart people's comments even when they're acting like assholes, because at the very least like you're still commenting and you're still boosting my video. Like, ironically enough, if you hate my guts so much, the best thing that you can do is just not watch the fucking videos. Like, that's literally the biggest way to, like, no toxicity in chat, please don't argue with women. I mean, unless unless it's the vegan teacher, in which case you can argue with her. Yep. Oh, good comment. Buttermilk. I fucking love going through comment sections, because I'm like, how the fuck do people come up with these damn names? Oh, this was one of my favourite comments. You don't intentionally provoke people and get surprised when they're provoked. It's like, mate, I'm giving a review on a fucking video game. Like, I'm not trying to piss people off. Like, if I tried pissing people off, I wouldn't use evidence from the games. If I was to see someone say Unleashed is easier than Adventure 2, I'd actually scream at them. Yeah, it's like, I feel like Sonic Unleashed is one of the hardest Sonic games. I can't really think of a harder Sonic game. No idea.
I seen someone in a Discord server was saying this was
hilarious. Wait, what did I say?
Overrated. Karina Slimer says,
oh yeah,
Patrick Star.
I fucking love this this comment made me laugh. Someone said, finally someone else who agrees Adventure 2 is overrated. Guy said, is Patrick Star your roommate? Is Squidward yours? A fucking comment made me laugh when I read it.
Someone did want to share a comment with you.
I've seen someone in a Discord server I was in saying this response of yours to the comment. Someone is what to say.
Yeah.
Unironically, they compared you. King John, I've no idea what you just said. If you're in the Discord server, can you like ping me and like tell me what happened?
Here's a scan. Someone sent you this in the Discord server. I sent you the scan of it.
I mean, if someone compared me to a psycho, then I feel like I'd be quite flattered by that because yeah, I'm a fucking dickhead. Eerie Fish. Oh, Eerie Fish is a bell end. I remember this person. Oh, this was the guy where he was like, oh yeah, this video is a shit take. I was like, okay, your comment offers nothing. He was like, oh, you're a rage baiter. Well, he didn't say KYS, but he was like, oh, get off the internet. Let's read this comment together. Why not? Alright, I'm not gonna hold anything back. I've tried to be chill, but I guess I have to go. You didn't try to be chill at all. You were being a penis, and you didn't add anything to the fucking context. You're making yourself look worse than the majority of the people you list in your video. Ah yes, me taking the piss out of fanboys is making me look worse than people who basically attack anyone who even slightly disagrees with them. Like, it was all the more funny. There was literally a person who said, yeah, Adventure 2 is my favourite Sonic game, but I don't like the Knuckles and Rouge stages, and fanboys still got angry with him. It's like, it's not enough to say that 2/3 of the game is peak. No, you have to say that the entire game is peak, otherwise fanboys, like, spit at you. I simply disagreed with your opinion. I didn't see anything else besides rage baiting. Oh, so you tried to be chill, but you accused me of rage baiting. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Speaking of, I would also love how you ignored the first part of my reply where I said I was simply disagreeing and said that that's why it was an awful take. Yeah, no, but you didn't give reasons for it. Like, you just said, oh, the best part about this video is why it's a shit take. It's like, you didn't explain why it was a shit take. Like, that's the point. You need to explain why something is a shit take, because otherwise, like, what else can I take from that other than just assume that you're a fanboy? Like, if you and the funny thing is that there was genuinely someone who said, oh, I disagree with your take, but it is what it is. It's like, and I was fine with that. It's like, yeah, okay. Disagree with it, like, who cares?
Folks really need to get a life.
I don't expect you to ride my meat. Like, if you disagree with something I say, like, who cares? You're acting like I came after you just because you said you didn't like Adventure 2, called me a blind Adventure 2 simp. I don't think I called you a simp, I called you I don't know what I called you, it definitely wasn't a simp though. Is it going to prove your argument? I strongly disagree with it, but I respect your opinion, never said you had to like it. Well, you never had to say that I was rage baiting either. Like, you can't really pull the fucking sympathy card when you acted like a dick. But I guess I can't say I disagree because that automatically makes me a simp. It's literally not what I said. This fucking guy is in the Discord server. Like, you're actually a melon. Wait, who compared-
Yeah, he's in Discord.
Wait, who compared me to a psycho? Like, what happened with that comment?
I don't know.
Who said I was a psycho? Like... King John, are you in the... This is who said magenta. In short, said death threats to people who disagreed with his reviews. The civil people who treated it like Wait, what? I love that you're Walter White. I fucking love that. This is who said magenta. In short terms, Zayd sent death threats to people who disagreed with his reviews, and the civil people were treated like shit by this degenerate. He also stalked and harassed someone who was at the time a minor. Wait, people compared me to him? Why?
Why?
Why would people compare me to him? Like, are they actually brain dead? Why would people compare me with them? I'm laughing at fanboys, like, it's funny. And at the end of the day, like, if you're... At the end of the day, if you don't want to, like, be laughed at for being an asshole, don't be an asshole. Like, I don't know what to say. Wait,
we
what's
have
this?
different opinions on anime, but that's
Yeah,
just because we have different opinions.
Yeah, in my opinion, like, there's no justifying the Sonic getting captured by gun. Like, that to me makes no sense.
Like, we even talked about, like, in, like, the first cutscene when you play Team Heroes. He was in a gun helicopter. How did he get there?
But it's like, even then, it's like he broke free from the chopper whilst in handcuffs. It's like, the idea that they can restrain him, I think, is stupid. Oh, fuck it, amazing. Skill, fanboy spotted, here we go, skill issue. Also the fact that you had to make an entire video over literally nobody's. You yourself admit that the 1% says more about you than anything. Like, what do you want for me to say? Like, honestly, you like, fanboys are not, like, saying skill issue is not helpful. Like, if you like the game, more power to you, but don't act like a dick. Like, to me or to anyone else. Like, it is what it is. If the fanboys that are angry with you for stating your opinion, they could just not watch the video. Yeah, literally. And it wasn't like you were being an asshole for saying if you like Adventure 2, you're an idiot. Yeah, exactly. It's like the only thing. It's like the only thing that I said was I genuinely don't understand how people like the game. But it's like, that's because of the game itself. Like, it's not that he was caught off guard. Oh, so Sonic can be caught off guard by regular humans. Is that what you're unironically trying to convince me? You unironically expect me to believe that regular humans can catch Sonic off guard? The same humans that needed a mech suit to do literally anything against Sonic, and he still bullied the machine. You think humans can catch Sonic off guard? They literally can't. Like, that's bullshit.
I cannot tell at this point if Eggman is trolling or not.
These are the same gun soldiers that fucking Tails can outmaneuver. Like, if Tails can do it, why can't Sonic?
Gun is able to fight the Black Arms, yeah, because the Black Arms are not like Sonic or Shadow. They don't have.
Also, that takes place. That takes place after Adventure 2, so it's like Gun could very well have been stronger. They could very well have become stronger between the games.
It's like they're like, well, they're able to fight Black Arms in Shadow 5. Yeah, that's a later game.
Yeah, Gun could have become way more advanced at that point. Like, Gun is fucking useless in Adventure 2.
And technically, like, I know this is technically not like a canon story or whatever, but like, if you do play like the evil route, they are loosest motherfuckers because Shadow decided to join Black Arms and destroy CDs at one dot. So no, they cannot. They're fucking useless if you go with the villain route.
My point is, they aren't a fodder military force. In Adventure 2, they are fodder. It's like fucking Tails can outmaneuver them.
They literally are. Like, they're dumb as fuck. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't really know what to say. It's like... And again, it's like Sonic broke free from their capture whilst in handcuffs. It's like, how can't he take them all down when he's not in handcuffs?
No, they aren't because they can't capture Sonic. Womp womp.
But the point I'm asking is, how do they capture him? It doesn't make sense. People who say stuff like this are the reason why I hate the fan. Wait, what was that? You're wrong. Objectively speaking, Adventure 2 is dog shit, but I mean, if you love the game, that's fine. And of course, Karina Slime. I feel like he was annoyed at what I said, but like...
Yeah.
I mean, who the hell cares? Yeah, fair enough.
I'm ready to follow the big boys to the yard.
Because there are more gun soldiers? I don't fucking care how many soldiers there are, they're still humans.
Because they are crack.
Like, they're not doing shit to Sonic.
Why can Gun be strong enough to capture Sonic? Because they're fucking humans!
Yeah, they're literally fucking humans. And they also have a fraction... They also have, like, a fraction of the weaponry that they do. Oh, we got an Adventure 2 fanboy in chat. That's hilarious.
Someone's spamming. Give me one moment.
Time them out. Don't ban them. Hunt. Actually, no, don't.
Oh, wait.
No.
Oh, wait. Do you want... No, wait, I
Hunter, I'm gonna give you one chance to stop spamming. Consider this your one warning. If you keep doing it, you'll get timed out for 5 minutes. If you keep doing it after that, you're banned. Yeah. Can't get any more fair than that. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is.
Eggman is able to smash an ice while acting like be human music and be crack. Just because Eggman can punch
Well
an ice ball doesn't mean
Eggman isn't a normal human, so like Eggman's the same guy who can run faster than Sonic. Like he's clearly not a regular human.
Shouldn't put in the best words. Eggman is just that guy.
See, I love when we get comments like this. Don't know if you can take the moral high ground when you reply to comments calling people Adventure 2 tards. It's like I love this idea where people expect me to be like a moral saint to people. It's like, no, I'm making videos for your entertainment. It's like I have respect for my fans. I don't have respect for fanboys. At the end of the day, if you try pleasing everyone, you end up pleasing no one.
And my point is that Gun are not regular people.
Gun are not regular people. They pretty much are.
They are! I can't take Axum seriously anymore. I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't.
Like Gun couldn't even stop Sonic when they had like a giant ass truck. It's like I don't even.
The micro releases was held back because they didn't want to play with Sonic 3.
I mean, possibly. 20 minutes of hate comments is crazy, so sorry. It is what it is.
Gun has shown the ability to capture Sonic, so there's no reason to think they can't do it again.
Well, also we also have no context of that. Like they could have had like prep time to capture him. And also, you're not answering my point. Like, I don't give a shit if they've shown the capability to capture him. My point is that is dumb. They should not be able to capture him. It makes no sense they can capture him. Like, Sonic's the same guy who can beat the shit out of people who are amped by 6 Chaos Emeralds. Oh, you're expecting me to believe that random-ass gun soldiers, like, scale above Chaos 6? Like, I think that's stupid.
Oh my god, they said, was Sonic not captured at the beginning of the game? If so, the game has special they can't capture Sonic.
Again, you're not answering my point. Like, you're literally moving the goalpost. Like, I don't care if the game establishes that they can do something. The point is, that is fucking stupid. They should not be able to do that. It would be like if you said, oh, humans have been established to 1v1 Superman and win. I don't care. That's stupid. Like, you're not actually going at my points. You're basically saying, oh, you can't hate the game because the game is, like, based. It's like, no. It's not a valid counter-argument.
And that's just an opinion. That is literally just an opinion with no justification. Saying it's stupid isn't actually a critique. What? So pointing out something that should not be
That's literally
possible.
just an opinion with no justification. I'm giving you justification. Like, Sonic can fight characters way more powerful than these gun soldiers. Also, Sonic is crazy fucking fast. Like, I feel like he'd be able to dodge, like, bullets at the very least. Like, I feel like you're either lowballing the shit out of Sonic, or you're just highballing these gun soldiers.
You're probably highballing the gun soldiers, not gonna lie.
It's like, also, if the gun soldiers were capable of capturing Sonic this many times, why are they useless for the rest of the story as well?
Kiwi, how are you doing? I'm doing not too bad. I think the thunderstorm has chilled out. Because earlier it was, like, terrifying me, so that's why I'm here, but... doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's loud, isn't it, Kiwi?
God.
Have you noticed how Kiwi like jumped and I just didn't bat an eye? That's how used to that sound I am now. Also, Jackson's here. Lol. I love Jackson's based. Why can't gun soldiers be that strong? I'm saying that I'm not saying they can't be strong. I'm saying that there's no reason they should be able to capture Sonic. Like,
because
even
they captured Sonic while he was off guard.
it's like
so
even
actually,
it's like even Dr. Eggman. It's like he has to like outsmart Sonic or use prep time to capture him. And like Eggman is consistently like massively above these fucking soldiers. It's like even Eggman can't like capture Sonic by force. He has to like outsmart him.
The plot of Adventure 2 was so weird, says Supernova.
That's literally the same thing. It literally isn't. Like, needing prep time or outsmarting characters isn't the same as just randomly showing up. Like that's not the same thing. It really isn't.
When Gun got introduced in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie, they literally caught off Sonic off guard because Sonic was like, Tom, Manny, something big happened, then my friends heard and whatnot. Getting distracted, not realizing there were gun soldiers in disguise and whatnot to like strike him down. I feel like they did that a lot better than just seeing Sonic coming out of the helicopter with handcuffs and whatnot, being like, "I'm out of here. I don't want to be arrested." Like,
that's just the story. You're not liking it isn't actually a critique. It literally is. There's no reason for these soldiers to be capable of capturing Sonic. Like, they didn't catch him off guard, they didn't do any of this. They literally just showed up and Sonic just gave up.
Anyone tell me what's going on?
Like, it's stupid that they were able to capture him.
Basically, Axiom is trying to defend Sonic Adventure 2 story when there's a lot of, like, plot holes. That's what's happening.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of, like, Sonic Adventure 2's story is crap, because you basically have to forget... You basically have to suspend your suspension of disbelief in order to believe the story. Like, the idea that regular humans can somehow catch Sonic off guard. Like, it's actually, like, I don't really understand. Like, it's not me misunderstanding the story, it's just the story being shit. Like...
I'm gonna hug my favorite plushie, Shoutout To Hedgehog, because
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
have
really-
silver right now.
Like, I literally don't understand. I'm gonna go watch Doctor Who. Yeah, nice. It's good to have you.
As someone who loves Sonic Adventure 2, I agree that the story is stupid.
Can we also just appreciate... I've also got a really bad point that I'm gonna mention, but
Okay.
But I'll respond to Axiom's comment first. Let's go at this at a different angle. If Sonic just gave up, why is it a plot hole? Because Sonic shouldn't give up. Like, when has Sonic ever just given up? When has he ever come quietly? Like, when does he ever give up? Why would he give up? What reason does he have to give up and just get himself arrested? Like, that would be ridiculous. If anything, that would make the plot... If anything, that would make the story worse. Like, that would just be character assassination for Sonic. If he just gives up.
Because he doesn't want to hurt them.
There's this thing that Sonic is known for, and it's being fast. I feel like he could use that speed and just run away and not hurt them.
He can literally go, "See you later, bitch."
Yeah, he can literally go, "See you later, bitch," and just run away.
Literally today, I watched the whole entirety of that live throw video of the Silver campaign.
Like, Sonic could literally just run away. Like he did for the literally entire stage of City Escape. He was running away from them.
Follow me, set me free.
Like, that was literally the whole point of City Escape. Like, running away from Gun. It's like he just stopped doing it for some reason. There's also another point in the story which is fucking stupid. There is no reason why Sonic and Tails and Amy survived the island. Like, I think it's ridiculously convenient that, like, fucking Shadow had Eggman on speakerphone so that Sonic could hear what was happening. Like, that's, like, I think that's dumb as shit. Like, Shadow can't be deaf, because he has no issues with his hearing for the rest of the series. So, and there's no evidence that Sonic's hearing is that good either. So it's like...
Sonic Adventure 1... Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, so I'm saying that's ridiculously I think that's ridiculously convenient. The idea that Sonic somehow heard that through an earpiece.
Sonic Adventure 1, as poorly done as a story, it has better pacing and correlation.
I also think that Sonic and Tails and Amy like just shouldn't have escaped the island to begin with. Like the only like Shadow only just escaped, and he had Chaos Control at his disposal. It's like I think it's kind of stupid that those guys were able to escape.
I'm going to be honest. Like I feel like Asium is just trying to.
That's because I have good
defend...
rebuttals. You don't though. There's no reason
You
to think
don't.
Sonic could have escaped the gun enclosure. He was never surrounded by gun during City Escape. Yeah, and he wasn't surrounded by gun during the fucking Shadow cutscene. Gun just showed up in front of him. He could have just turned around and ran off. Like what? Like do you want me to pull up? Do you want me to pull up the cutscene?
Please do, actually. I would love to see it.
Let me show you the cutscenes. Hold on.
Oh, you still have. Oh, you're finding like the movie. Okay. I call it the movie because they put like the cutscenes together.
What is he?
Oh yeah, Gun has him surrounded, guys. It's not like there's a massive open space he could run around. It's not
He
like
can go behind.
it's not like
Look,
there's
he
cover
has a mouth.
literally right there he could run around. Gun doesn't have him surrounded at all. What do you mean? They have him in like they're all in front of him. He could just run like down that street and be fine.
He
Like,
can
what do
literally
you
run
mean?
down his
Oh yeah,
right,
Sonic's totally
go behind
surrounded.
that
He has like a
machine.
destroyed mech behind him. Like he could literally
he can
run
go
down that
behind.
street and be fine. He could
literally
literally
go
run
to
down
his
that
right.
street and be fine. He could
He just
jump
pulls
up
up like
that
that-
roof and be
No,
fine.
look, there's a street right there. There is a street right there.
He's closed
Look
off
at
by
the
a
street.
building. There's literally a
he's
fucking
not.
street right there.
Like, right
You're
there,
clutching
yeah.
at straws, dude. Also, what is the first thing that Sonic does in Sonic Adventure 1? Oh yeah, he jumps between buildings. He literally freaking, like, wall jumps between buildings. That is the first thing that we see him do in Adventure 1.
He can
There is
literally
no reason for him
jump
to be...
over them. He can literally jump over them right now, like if he really wants to. Like I see, I'm
like,
sorry,
there
but
is
you're not.
no reason for him to get captured here. Like, Sonic just gave up. Like, and it's either... Like, I think it's just blatant character assassination for Sonic. The road next to him isn't
Me
even
too.
blocked. Yeah, and it doesn't even matter. He could just jump over that.
Brother, again, no reason to think he could escape gun.
He could literally run away down that street and none of them would be able to shoot him. None of
Literally,
them
he
would
could have
have a
done
clear
it.
line of sight on him. What are you
This is
talking
one of
about?
the- Actually, this is actually one of the main reasons why I like Sonic X a bit more with this story. Because literally, Sonic decided to go with Gun to figure out who Shadow the Hedgehog is and whatnot. He didn't necessarily give up. He just wanted more information from Gun
Prove
by
Gun
going
couldn't catch
with
up
him.
with him. You're unironically asking me to prove that humans can't keep up with Sonic the Hedgehog. Dude, you've lost the argument. Like, you
Jack,
unironically just
mate.
asked me to prove that humans can't keep up with Sonic.
Wait, here's the Gun can't even defeat Shadow. If you go and check like the Gun soldiers in Shadow 05, they're like, ah! I know that's game gameplay,
They
but
have
still,
vehicles?
but,
Okay,
like,
Sonic has legs, your point? Like, there is literally... Like, there's this thing that Sonic's called, what's he called? The fastest thing alive? No, that can't be it. Oh yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, fastest thing alive. And he doesn't even have to follow the road like the vehicles. He can literally just hop over the fucking buildings.
How fast is he easy in Sonic Adventure 2 at this point? Like, still, like, faster than speed of light, at least, like, beyond...
Yeah, he's
Speed of
faster.
light.
He's faster than the speed of light at this point in the
Okay.
story.
The truck literally coupled with Sonic suddenly escaped because the truck crashed.
Yeah, that's literally a fucking game mechanic, and they don't have the truck
That's a
here.
game mechanic.
So
Game
again,
mechanic, not canon.
also the
Gameplay
funny,
is not canon.
also the funny thing about that is that Sonic is still outrunning Gun, yet for some reason here he just gives up. It's like,
No, but if we're going to say that the truck and like the game mechanic of that truck or whatever is canon, why would you think that Sonic just not basically want to mess around with Gun, being like, oh, you're too slow, like, trying to catch me up, and just like slow for them, being like, haha, I'm so cocky, because you know Sonic is literally cocky. Like, just saying.
Also, you do realize in City Escape you can casually outrun the truck, right? Like, the truck doesn't catch up with you at all. And it's a game mechanic anyway, so who cares? It's like, there is no reason for Sonic to get captured here. Especially when he has, like, an escape route, like, right there. It's just blatant character assassination. I don't know what to tell you.
I can't take Axiom seriously anymore after giving him so many checkmates, and he's like, "You guys just not understanding."
Also, do you want a different example?
Sure, go.
Is that you, Sonic? Are you?
Okay, so how does the smartest guy in the verse look at Shadow and think that he's Sonic? Please explain this to me.
You can tell he's black and red.
He's literally the smartest guy in the frickin' verse, and yet he's still like look. Like, how does he think that Shadow is Sonic? Like, please explain this to me.
Eggman is colorblind. That's why.
Colorblind isn't an excuse. If you pull up the colorblind thing, I will. Let this kicks off.
That was me actually doing. That's my sarcasm.
Like this kicks off one of the dumbest trends in the series, and the fact that it's Eggman of all people that starts it is dumb. Like how the but wait, we're not done yet.
It's Sonic. Why are you black? Sorry, I just pulling that as a joke with the whole color problem. I didn't mean that was actually what's happening.
I haven't fully rewatched the entire story yet. So I'm gonna need to like watch certain cutscenes to I'm going to need to rewatch certain this is a good one. Yeah, this is a fantastic one for Amy's character. You ready?
So that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way!
I thought I had you this time.
Why the fuck why does Amy let Sonic out? Like, she could, like, Sonic literally, like, why would she let him out? Like, she literally had the perfect opportunity to get Sonic to like, fall in love with her, basically. And he chose not to, and she still chose to let him out?
The game doesn't have to be perfectly written for me to defend some aspect. I just don't think it's that big of a deal.
Came here with Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
Yeah, Amy literally had the perfect opportunity to make. Oh, wait, hang on a second.
Actually, I'm just literally just said because Amy is joking. That's why.
Hang on a moment. I've just noticed something.
Wait, what?
I can't believe that I'm trapped inside this locked safe with a Chaos Emerald. I guess I won't be able to call myself a treasure hunter anymore.
What? The security gate? That's the level, isn't it? Security gate takes place before this, right? Because it's still on the island. Eggman says, set the bomb timers for 5 minutes. Why is it 10 minutes here? She already has the Chaos Emeralds. The timer literally doubles for no reason.
A small problem. I can't believe that I'm trapped inside this locked safe with a Chaos Emerald.
Also, I find it ridiculously convenient that they like have the walkie-talkies on speakerphone. That is literally the only reason why Sonic, Tails, and Amy survived the island. Because Shadow just had it on speakerphone.
Amy is not going to force Sonic to marry her.
She literally would at this point in her character. Yeah, like, the fucking bomb timers just double in time for no reason.
Oh my god, flashbacks! She reminds me of Mario.
Also, why does Rouge not bother asking how much time there is on the bombs? Like, do neither of these characters, like, carry a wristwatch? Like, she has so much time to escape, and she's just given up life.
No, she wouldn't. That's proof. It proves she wouldn't, lol. She literally,
Like,
she literally got, no.
Couldn't Amy literally just contact Eggman or Shadow and ask how much time there is on the bombs? She literally has 10 minutes to escape, and she just gives up.
Shoot, troublemaker.
What?
You want it?
Yeah, like, this is literally the only reason Sonic survives, is because Eggman's just screaming down the phone, and Shadow has it on speakerphone.
Blows up!
Blows up! Oh no!
Also, Sonic literally hears this, and he has like a minute to escape the jungle. How the hell does he find Tails and Amy? I know that Sonic's fast, but like, how the hell does he find Tails and Amy, get them together, and the plane escape the island in 1 minute? Like, I believe that Sonic is fast enough to escape the island in a minute. I don't believe the plane is. Especially since Shadow only just reaches, like, Rouge before the timer runs out. You expecting me to believe that Sonic reaches 2 people in the same time?
Chaos control!
And he doesn't even have the luxury of chaos control either. Yeah, like, there they are. It's like... Also, the funny thing is that Sonic and Amy aren't even there. Like, how the hell does Sonic and Amy survive? They literally just fast travel their way back to the city.
I can't take the story seriously anymore. This is why I think Sonic 3 did a lot better with the story outside of it.
Like, do you see what I mean yet about this game's writing?
Yeah, I do. That's why I don't still want to play. I just have my own experience and just laugh at it. I don't care anymore at this point. I just want to laugh at it.
Oh, this is a good one as well. You guys will love this.
Eggman!
So Eggman's created this massive golem to protect his space shuttle. It has a glaring weakness on the head.
Oh no, not the extreme gear argument. No.
Also, where the fuck are Sonic's eyes? Sonic's pupils are just missing. He's literally Dark Sonic right now.
No! No, I don't like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, like, this mech is the worst invention that Eggman's made ever.
Wait, Rev, you understand that certain vehicles of Sonic are faster than Sonic? Like extreme gear? Why can the plane be faster?
That's literally, that has nothing to do with my criticism. My criticism is that Shadow only just reached, like, he only just reached, Rouge in time, and he needed Chaos Control to escape. Sonic has 2 people to reach, and he doesn't have Chaos Control. Also, how the hell does Amy escape? Because Amy can't run as fast as Sonic, and she wasn't on the plane, so, like, how the hell does Amy survive? She literally just teleports.
Maybe all this bull is that she's a ghost now. Ooh. No, sorry.
He must have broken the restraining mechanism. Ah, what a piece of junk!
Colony where Eggman is
Also, you guys are gonna love this bit.
He's hiding.
Also, no character at this point in the story can run on water either. So it's like, I don't really know what. Like, if you
Shadow is slower than Sonic, and Amy is close to Sonic. I'm done. Nope.
Shadow is literally faster than Sonic in this game at times, or like
he literally is.
Or like, to an extent, they're relevant at least. Relevant? Relative. Hey, go. It's okay, dude. It's all good.
What?
Wait, hang on. Let me just rewind that slightly.
So this is the space colony where Eggman is hiding.
They literally just fly the plane into a fucking asteroid. They have so much time to avoid this, and they just don't.
What?
Is everyone alright? We should be landing soon.
The hatch doors are open.
Sweat it, Knuckles.
Also, why does Knuckles leave these things unattended? Like he doesn't like he doesn't even carry them, like hold them in his arms or something. Like
The only thing
also, how fragile is this plane? Like the fucking compartments open like so easily.
in the cargo bay are those
What do you
master
mean, don't
emeralds.
sweat it?
Right?
Land the
Knock
shuttle
it
and
off,
let me
Knuckles.
out.
We're gonna crash
That's
it.
actually a shuttle. Yeah, shuttles are more durable than planes.
If you keep that up. Oh no! Don't touch that lever! Whoa!
Not gonna lie, the voice acting is really funny.
I'm so confused by a lot of this game. Oh, this one's a funny one as well. Hey guys.
Oh no! Oh no!
I think you guys already know where I'm going with this one, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Stop fooling around and give me back my emeralds.
What are you babbling about? You call yourself a hunter attacking a lady? Shame on you!
What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
Those belong to me! Ah! Ah!
If only she could fly. The game literally just forgets that she can fly. Also, how the hell does Knuckles reach her? Like, she's fallen so damn far. How does Knuckles reach her? Like, Knuckles turns into Mr. Fantastic real quick.
What in the world?
You should change the title to Rift Debunks Axiom.
Like, even if she glided like Knuckles, like, she'd be able to survive that.
You cannot defend this. You cannot. I cannot even defend this. This is no. I can't. I mean, like,
Keep your hands to yourself! Don't touch me!
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke, you know. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the
Batgirl, wrong verse.
Master Emerald.
No matter what you say, it sounds crazy.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you
That's racist.
thought, you should have given me them in the first place.
Joking. Yeah, I feel like... Man, that's insane.
but in all seriousness, she's falling with her range below her, so it's going to be harder to fly.
It's like, either way, it's like... I think it's stupid as well that she just slips off the fucking platform. Like, I feel like she would have, like, more grace than that.
Finally.
What?
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
We should
Where
get
did
going.
the go? I'm sorry, wait. Where did he go? He had it, and then it just vanished in the next cutscene. What the? What?
Also, who does Rouge talk about there? She literally says we should get going. It's like, she's on her own there. Also, where's she going? Again, she just forgets she can fly.
What's Rouge up to anyway? This is strange. It's showing energy readings from 2 separate Chaos Emeralds. Did they really think they could trick me with that fake emerald? Wait, Shadow. I'm the one who should be telling them the end is near.
See, this is something I've never understood about this cutscene. So he has... So he's detecting readings from the emeralds, right? But the Master Emerald is on the Ark. So, like, couldn't it just be detecting the Master Emerald? Or is it, like... Because the game never explains that it's specifically for Chaos Emeralds, I don't think. Couldn't it be the Master Emerald it's picking up?
Here, not you. Now is the time to end.
Also, why the fuck do they bring the real Emerald? True.
This long drawn-out battle. Mark myself a place in history as the ultimate genius.
Like, why the fuck do they bring Amy with them?
If something happens to me, I'm counting on you to finish the job.
Like, Amy is literally useless in this story. Like, the only reason she's a part of the story is because she's somehow on the bloody aircraft carrier.
If they're trying to trick him by swapping out the fake one, why bring the real one?
Also, this bit's hilarious. I love this bit as well.
Because because plot armor. That's why. I think for once, this game actually has plot armor if we really think about it.
Wait, hang on. No, wait, what the fuck? I swear down the part of the cutscene's missing.
Maybe. I can't... I don't know.
Yeah, so there's a bit of the cutscene in the hero story where, like Tails and Amy just magically let Eggman escape with the real emerald. Like, they literally don't even bother stopping him. Like, he just escapes with the real emerald.
Axiom said we can assume it's just specifically for the Chaos Emeralds as Eggman the Master Emerald destroyed earlier in the game.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Okay, I'll admit that.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
That's 1 point for Axiom.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at the thing with Amy and Shadow. See if that, like...
If you're reading this,
really gotta stop whining.
Kind of
Everyone's trying their best to help out, and so must I.
Which is chosen the sun in another thing. It's just funny, it's just badass. That's all I'm saying, Kevin.
We need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do it for me. For
Maria!
a better future for all people who live on that planet. Give them a chance to be happy. Let them live for their dreams.
See, this is the thing that I was saying earlier. It's like, I think it's stupid that, like, Shadow remembers this cutscene, but he just forgets what Maria was saying. Like, I think that's, a little dumb, to be honest.
Shadow, I know you can do it. That's the reason why you were brought into this world. Sayonara. Shadow,
Kevin's been asking if he can join the call.
And I must keep that promise. That's what Maria wished for. I gotta
no worries, take care.
I have to keep my promise to Maria and you.
It's like, I also think Gerald gave him fake memories.
No, I want to see Shell's run again. That was funny.
Shadow's run. Amazing run. No, Gerald didn't do squat. I don't feel like Gerald did put, fake memories in his head.
It's so dumb, though. Like, giving him fake memories.
The fake memories argument doesn't really work. So it's like, okay, if Gerald gave him fake memories to get revenge on humanity, why would he use those fake memories to save Rouge earlier in the story?
Exactly, like, what? Huh?
I thought he did. I don't know if he does or not, does he? I feel like he wouldn't, because in Shadow Generations, he seems like a really nice guy. Like, I don't really think he would. He remembers the scene twice before. Yeah, he remembers it at Radical Highway and White Jungle.
Like, I remember they said, like, Gerald said, like, he kept for Shadow's memories, but that's really it.
Also, there's this scene here.
Now, Shadow! Chaos control!
How the hell does Sonic survive this, but Shadow dies to it? Like,
well,
how? Like, they're around the they're around the same stats, and Shadow has way more experience with Chaos Control than Sonic does. It's like
Jared goes crazy when Maria dies, so he most definitely do it.
Like, this to me makes no sense. The idea that Shadow dies to something that Sonic survives, even though, if anything, it should have been the other way around.
Which, why I think that's why they brought back Shadow, because they realized they were like, oh wait, this doesn't make sense. But, again, like, your point's still valid. I'm just saying, like, maybe that's why they brought him back again, because they were planning to kill off Shadow.
Shadow required his inhibitor rings to keep up. I mean, he's still wearing the inhibitor rings. Like, he's still wearing them there.
He didn't take them off! He literally didn't take them off in the whole entire game.
And no, Shadow doesn't have more experience. He literally does, though. Like, he uses Chaos Control, like, almost all the time.
The Kevin-esque joint cock, we have a few comments for this
dude, I'm gonna be ending the stream soon, but you can, I'll be in VC later on if you wanna have a chat about it. Shadow only used the Chaos Emeralds in SA2, he's never used them before. That's not what I'm saying Chaos Control specifically. Like, he has more experience using Chaos Control than Sonic does.
No, because he's weaker according to Izuka.
Like, it's Chaos Control specifically that I'm referring to. Like, how does Sonic have an inhibitor ring? He doesn't? Question mark?
Oh, no, go to the credits, where after Shadow dies, like, play it. Because when Sonic comes...
Wait, hang on, hang on.
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
But this bit here, right?
Yeah.
Sonic doesn't have any inhibitor rings.
Yeah, but
if you're referring to this bit where he gives him a ring.
Do you really think that the professor
But it's like, if anything, I'd just say that's... If anything, I think that's kind of stupid, because it's like, if you... Because, when Shadow dies, he has both of his inhibitor rings on. So
yeah, that's confusing.
So it's like, I don't think that's like a plot hole, I think it's just like a nitpick.
Yeah, that's bad.
Shadow
this is more confusion.
to carry out the revenge on all those who live here on Earth?
Rewind and look at his right arm. Are you talking about Sonic or Shadow? Because Sonic literally doesn't have anything on his right arm. Hold on.
Wait, no.
Unless you're referring to this bit, like the bit before. Hold on. He dies because he's weaker and for no other reason. Well, no, but they're shown to be relative.
No.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know why... Yeah, Sonic has nothing on his right arm. He doesn't have anything on either of his arms. I'm talking about Shadow.
Was the inhibitor ring the whole thing before...
Where is Shadow?
No idea. I don't remember anything. Okay, so like the inhibitor rings.
Yeah, like Shadow has both of the inhibitor rings on when he dies. So I don't think it makes sense that Sonic just has one of them. Assuming that it is an inhibitor ring, of course. Like, it could just be a normal ring.
And he never, like, technically took them off until Sonic 06, right?
Shadow is shown to be weaker. He literally loses their final fight. But I mean, either way, it's like, they are shown to be somewhat relative to each other, and I think specifically what makes it worse is that he dies after using Chaos Control. It's like, in that one specific situation, I think he should be better than Sonic at. Especially since, like, the one only time that we see Sonic using Chaos Control, he looks, like, visibly exhausted after doing it. Whereas Shadow can basically spam it. Like, I think it makes no... Like, I think, like, Shadow being weaker than Sonic isn't really... I don't think that's really relevant, because it's, like, the ability specifically.
There are Sonic X in which Shadow takes off his reins before they end up in Sonic 06. Okay.
Yeah, it's like in, Well,
I
no,
just meant,
it's
like, in the games generally.
Well, no, the stats aren't relevant. The point is that, like, when performing this ability, it, like, really fucks over Sonic. But Shadow can just...
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. I'm just curious about, like, when he took off his, like, inhibitor rings and whatnot.
Yeah, and I'd also point out as well that, like, in the Dark story, like, when you have your final fight against Sonic, he's also spamming the, Chaos Control at that point with the fake Emerald. So it's like, I don't even think the fake Emerald, is, like, an excuse either.
I understand what you're saying, Rev. I'm just saying that's the reason why
I know what reason you're giving, I just don't think it makes sense, that's all.
We just don't agree with it, because, like,
it's kind of like what you said.
Like contradiction.
It's kind of like you said. It's kind of like what you said earlier about the gun soldiers. Like, there's an explanation in the game that, like, yeah, it's not the first time they've captured Sonic, but it's like I just don't think they should be capable of capturing Sonic. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. To be fair, there's not that like. Adventure 2's story is not as bad as Force's. It's like, with Force's, I had issues with, like, basically every scene. With Adventure 2, it's, like, just, like, 5 or 6 scenes that are, like, really bad. And then from there, it's just, like, a couple of nitpicks.
Yeah, no, like, Sonic Adventure 2's story is, like, not bad or anything. Like, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, like,
but
Sonic Adventure 2's story, I would probably say, is in, like, the top 5 best Sonic stories for the games. I just think it's, like, tremendously overhyped, just like the rest of the game. Like, it's a really good, it's a great story, make no mistake. It just has, like, a couple of, like, moments that just do not make sense.
Oh, hey guys, guess what? Any Sonic Adventure 2 fanboys out there, he just praised the story. Oh my god. Sorry,
yeah, it's like,
I
think the best Sonic stories are, like, Unleash, Black Knight, Secret Rings, this, and then maybe Frontiers, but Frontiers is, like, kind of complicated.
Well, that's why whenever this scene is redone, they have Shadow uses him Hyperion, and that's the reason he dies. So they understood Shadow dying didn't make sense.
Try Heroes, I got a whole list for that game. Oh dear. Oh no. Sonic Heroes, this story is gonna be a bit interesting. I do want to review Sonic Heroes though, I can't wait for that. But anyways though, chat, I think this is where we're gonna call it a day now.
I'm probably going to go.
So with that being said, unfortunately, I'm back at work tomorrow, so there won't be a stream tomorrow, unfortunately. There might be a stream Friday, though, and I do finish work pretty early on Sunday, so we could have a weekend stream as well. With that being said, as always, if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel, join the Discord server. There is an entire section of the server where you can send me shit videos to watch, either in videos or in live streams. You can also reach out to me, feel free to add me as a friend, because, yeah, God knows I need some people to talk to. The voices have been getting quite loud recently. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.
Take care!